Okay, hello. I'm back. I changed the layout just a little bit so that you can see the money and close number up here, because beforehand you couldn't see that actually. Yeah. So I did attempt to remake her dress. I don't know if you noticed, the color is better. The color matches better now, but I don't know. I feel like there's just something off about the skirt, and I don't know if I need to make it shorter, because right now I have the above knee skirt. But yeah, I'll probably try to make it again later. Right now I will dive. Well, maybe I'll try. Sorry. Maybe I'll dive into making it one more time, just in case, to like anyone else is gonna show. But yeah, so I tried to put a little summary of what happened last time up there in the thing, and all in the okay. Let's see. Always like reading's hard, talking is hard for me. Okay. All right. I'm putting on my glasses. 1 second. Okay. So, what happened yesterday? What happened yesterday is that let's go to the characters. They're here. So we are on Neil's route currently. Neil Forrester, who's a rich kid. Oh look, it says right there that he belongs to a rich family. Anyway, so we met his kids. He's an intern. Okay. We met his kids. He's tall. What the heck? Sorry, I just 5'9". I'm 5 feet exactly. I'm 5 feet. So I was actively standing next to him. Like he's tall. He's almost 6 feet. He's almost a whole foot taller than me. It's crazy. Anyways, so we met his kids back when the main character was more tomboy-y. And they both ran away from home because of their parents' expectations of them. Basically, their parents always tell them what to do, and they're like, no, I don't want to live like that. But they know that their parents care about them. They have fun at the park, and they talk about knowing that their parents do care. And then when the cops are looking for him, probably because his family's rich, they just went to send out a whole cops. So the main character took him to her house. So she was like, oh, he can hide out here for now. But then her mom was like, do. Hi, are you this boy's parents? Yes, he's here at my location, and he went home. So yeah, that was the first scene. That was the first encounter with Neil, but we didn't know each other's names at the time. So then it just goes back into the character's life. So that was just like a one-off time meeting, so she thought. But anyways, and her grandma, so beforehand, her mom had given her a dress that her grandma made her. She didn't want to wear the dress because she can't play in frilly clothes. She likes playing and running around outside, and frilly pink princess dresses are hard to play in, and they get dirty too easily, so she doesn't like clothes like that. But her grandma got sick and ended up passing away, so she decided to cherish that dress because she was really sad about her grandma. She ended up getting into fashion because her grandma was really into fashion. Her grandma also didn't like fashion and stuff as a young kid, but got into it because that's how she had met her husband, the grandma. She had fixed up his pants because she was always carrying a sewing kit with her. And they started talking more, and he didn't mind if she was wearing pants or a skirt when she was in a world where she was told all the time that she should be wearing a skirt. But she did start taking interest in other clothes and stuff, and started making them, and had more fun when she was making clothes for herself, and then she had more fun with clothes, fashion overall. So anyways, that's kind of what happened with our main character. When her grandma passed, she got interested in clothes and fashion, and she went to a fashion art school, and now she's opened up her little boutique using part of the inheritance she got from her grandma. So where does he come back in? While her friend is showing her around in town, because her friend she met in college and still in the city. They go to this little cafe, and she accidentally spills coffee on this dude because it's really crowded in there, and someone bumps into her, and he's really upset about it. And she tries to apologize and offers dry cleaning, and then he leaves. But then later he ends up coming into her boutique, and they're both surprised to see each other. She thinks he's there for the dry cleaning bill. He's not. He's like, I got a new shirt. But then notices the pictures on her wall. It's like, you have a picture of this boy? Oh, what? Like, what? What? And she's like, oh yeah, that's me. He's like, so it's your brother? And she's like, no, it's me. And then he got upset and left. And they ran into each other again at a cafe where there's wait. They ran into each other again at a cafe where he was trying to he kept looking at her, but so she decided to go over there and he was like hiding like that. I'm doing like a whole recap. I hope that's fine. So she went to go ask him what he needed, and he was like, stop talking to me. You don't have to pay me anything. Bye, basically. And she's like, okay, well, he's weird. So yeah, there's that. That is the recap of what has occurred last time. Yeah, oh my gosh, maybe I can change her socks. Is there another color? Is there another color? I think her socks are just too long. Maybe that's it. Maybe I need below the knee socks. Okay, well, I'm gonna take off her socks for now, I guess. No, I don't like that either. Now her legs are so bare. Okay, well, anyways, see, I did make her outfit. I just changed the color. I like last time I got that neutral gold color, if you recall, and it actually is more what I was looking for. But yeah, so here we have Zora. I changed her hair to be a little darker blue because I thought it looked better than the brighter blue, but wait, I know it was just there. Let me show you what her blue was before. Beforehand, I let her hair be like this, which I like, but I think it doesn't really go well with her outfit. But I wasn't going to give her the brown hair because I feel like it washes, it like kind of blends in too much. And I wasn't going to give her yellow or purple hair because then that means too much spark or too much nebulous. And I don't know, it was kind of nice though. But anyway, so I'm just going to stick with this hair for now. Yeah, but look at her. I made the outfit. I'm so proud. I just got to figure out what to do about the socks. Oh, right, and I'm thinking about getting her a hairpiece. A hairpiece that's red so that I can put it in her hair and it matches even more. But anyways, yeah. So that was a recap of everything that happened. This is how much money I currently have, which I am ready to splurge. Splurge, is that the word? I might have said the wrong word. I don't know words. But yeah, I'm very excited. Also, I decorated my walls. They didn't used to look like that. I bought that before we got off last time, but isn't it so pretty? It goes very well with the name of the boutique, Nebula Sparks. So yeah, and I'll keep working on I feel like there should be a way to like reduce this part here or something, because there's like a little bit more over there, isn't there? Like if I go to decorate and I go to the boutique, see, you can't see the dress over there. Hide, see, oh, there we go. See, there's a whole other dress there, but when you're playing, you can't see it. Oh well. Anyways, okay, we will carry on now. Yeah, we'll carry on. I will do the chapter and then I'll do some more things. I'll try to take notes of things I want to say during, like, around the side, so that way, I have more to talk about when I'm doing the other thing, and instead of stopping the story and talking, you can get the story and then I can comment on stuff. If that makes sense. Wow, I'm about to be out of water. It's okay. I can manage. Yeah, alright, so then I guess let me get started. Yeah. Okay, continuing. Chapter 5. After a long day at work, I want to explore what my city has to offer, and I end up at the local park for a casual stroll during the evening. The park is mostly deserted. I see a couple of people walking their dogs. I sit down on a bench and enjoy the crickets chirping in the background. The night sky is clear, and I can see the stars. Business has been going fine so far. It's hard work, but I think I've finally settled in a place that I like. Nothing really disturbed me from my work, even though sometimes my thoughts wander off to my memories of a certain purple-haired boy. Ever since that day in the coffee shop, I kept thinking of Neil when he was little. The memory has always held a special place in my heart, even though nothing extraordinary happened back then. He was a lost and scared little boy, and I helped him out. I just never realized he thought I was a boy as well. Regardless, mixing up my genders shouldn't have Neil freaking out so much, but I can't pinpoint exactly what it is that has got Neil in such a tizzy. Not that I can really do anything about it, because I haven't spoken to him since. I've seen him a couple times in passing, usually near the hospital. He might work there, but I'm not sure. Nevertheless, each time I've seen him, he's either not noticed me or pretended to not notice me. I'm annoyed by it either way. I figure we could be friends after finding out we had met each other before in our childhoods, but I guess I was wrong. Suddenly I hear someone approach me in the dead of night, and I stare into the distance to figure out who it is. Not a second later, I see Neil emerge from the darkness, his head hanging low, looking at the ground. He hasn't even noticed me. He's too engrossed into whatever he's doing. It seems he's looking around for something, because he's checking every spot on the trail and sighing when there's nothing there. He stops at a trash can and looks around the ground over there, crouching down to get a better view. I chew on my lip, deciding whether or not to call out to him. Then, of course, I remember the last time we spoke, and he wasn't very welcoming back then. In fact, he wanted me to stop talking to him, so should I even bother? I watch him for a few silent seconds, deciding whether or not to approach. We are doing the all kind options route, probably. There's an achievement for all fierce options, all kind options, mostly fierce options, mostly kind options. I'm going to go for the all kind options, I think. Are you looking for something? I ask out loud. Neil suddenly jumps back on his feet and frantically looks around to see where the noise came from. When his eyes finally land on me, he quickly composes himself and then twists his face into a scowl. That is none of your business, he says. I glare at him in response. I was only asking a simple question. He didn't need to be so rude about it. It's obvious he's looking for something. Why he'd reply like, oh my gosh. Like that to me. Why'd he reply like that to me? I have no idea. Neil proceeds to look around like I'm not even there, and the idea of a quiet evening at the park is suddenly sullied. Are you sure you didn't lose anything? I ask.
Huh.
Are you always this nosy? Neil huffs at me. He turns to me. If you must know so badly, I lost a watch of mine. Want me to help look for it? I offer. I'm an adult. I can manage just fine without your help, he says in a grouchy voice. He continues to look around, ignoring me. It's so hard to get along with him. I guess having met each other when we were kids doesn't mean we get to be friends when we're adults. The thought leaves me a little sad. I try my best to ignore Neil, but I'm starting to feel unwelcome here. What with the way he's deliberately not looking at me or searching in my general area, I decide to leave, No point in staying when I can't enjoy the peace and quiet of the night with someone rustling up behind me. So I get up from the wooden bench, dust off my clothes, and start to leave. I walk in a faster pace because I really don't like how I can feel Neil's eyes burning a hole in my back. That's when I hear this piercing sound of shattering glass. I look down at my feet. It seems the heel of my shoe has been driven into glass of a silver watch. My mouth slowly shapes into an O. I think I found your watch, I say nervously. I take a small step sideways to pick up the broken and expensive-looking watch. There's a huge crack in the glass. I grimace at it. I think you may be doing this on purpose, says Neil as he has gotten caught up with me. Well, I definitely didn't do it on purpose, but I'm sure Neil will think whatever he wants to think. He snatches the watch out of my hand and inspects it, his eyes studying the broken glass. I cringe in anticipation of what he's going to say. I require you to pay for a replacement as soon as possible. I want to protest, but no, I have no leg to stand on. I sheepishly nod my head. How much was it? Around 6,000, what's that, euros? Money. What? I don't have that kind of money to spend, I shriek out. That's way too much. You should have thought about that before your heel punctured my watch, he says coolly. Defend yourself? Apologize. You shall apologize. Well, I'm sorry. It was an accident. I didn't see it. I apologize. You didn't see the watch that you clearly knew I was looking for? Sure, he says sarcastically. Perhaps you need an appointment with an optician. I've seen you trip over your own 2 left feet to spill coffee over me. Then that same foot was used to shatter my watch. Clearly, you are in dire need of glasses. He continues his verbal assault. I feel myself shrink at his words, unable to really say anything back to him. Yes, I've acted clumsily lately, but it wasn't on purpose. Those were honest mistakes. It could happen to anyone. Yeah, I'm just gonna say, the coffee thing was not her fault because someone bumped into her. Sure, she was carrying it on a tray, but I'm sure the mugs are very hot. What do you want me to do? Apologize again? I ask. I don't know how to please this unpleasant person. Neil brings a hand to his forehead and sighs. I'll contact you again regarding the watch, and I hope by then you've learned to walk on 2 feet again. Neil gives me a pointed glare, then leaves the park. I stomp the ground when he's out of my sight. What a mean jerk. There was no need to keep insulting me, even though I've ruined 2 personal items of his. If he can treat me like a human being, maybe then I'll cooperate with him. I just like doing the clothes thing. Wait, I don't think I have an important client right now because I did the other one. Oh, wait, that's kind of nice. I don't really need the money at the moment, I don't think, but let's make a couple outfits anyway. Just simply because I like the clothes making feature of this game. You know, it's like, it's neat, it's fun. I wish I could reorganize the colors after I buy them because I want my colors to all be together. Finished. Yeah. We'll make the money. We'll have the money. You're so great at this. That's simple. Oh, shoot. I forgot that I got another one. Yeah, okay. See, this is the... Maybe I should try that link for Zora's skirt. Maybe the socks look better, but I think I might just need to buy shorter socks. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know, Neil's kind of funny to me, cause like, it's like that type, like I know it's like, oh yeah, that type of character, but he's like, he doesn't know how to respond to things. Maybe that's because he grew up very sheltered. One of the problems he had as a kid, he was like, my parents don't even let me play with other kids my age. And maybe they continue to not. And maybe that's his deal, you know? Like, maybe that's his problem. Oops. That he didn't get to... Do I not... Oh, shoot. This is the one I didn't have the color for. What color is that? Is that a pink? Wait. Oh, shoot. That's a pink. Wow. Last time I think I got stuck on that one. I was like, I don't know why I can't figure that out. Because it was pink. I was looking at all the yellows, but it was a pink color. That makes so much more sense. There we go. Is that right? Yep, there we go. I forgot that I was stuck on that one until just now. But yeah, so he obviously doesn't know how to people. I know he's like working at a hospital, so hopefully that helps his people skills. Because, yeah. It's another thing that's kind of funny is that he's so upset simply because well, one of the reasons why he's upset now is because he says that she ruined his childhood memory, and it's really funny. It's like, oh dang. There's a partial joke I want to make, but I don't know if I should, so I will not. But I am laughing to myself about it. Okay, so we made 4 outfits. I try to, ooh, someone the collar. Okay, no. We made 4 outfits. We will move forward. Well, I want to see if real quick if there's any shorter socks because it's gonna bother me. I actually think I do currently have enough money to pay him back if I'm being completely honest. I mean, like the game doesn't know that in the story, but I know that. Like where? Okay, let's see. What kind of socks do we have? I should try these ones. Okay, we'll try those ones. Yeah, we'll buy tall socks. Okay. Blow out the candles on your birthday cake. Right, I was singing that song yesterday too. It's been really stuck in my head lately. It might be called Florida. Okay, I tried Googling the lyrics and that's what song came up. I know it's by MX in tune. So yeah, there's that. Let's quickly try to put these socks on her, but I don't think it's going to the color though. I don't think I have another color that'll match. I don't think you can buy other colors for this stuff. Well, there we go. That's a little better. That's better. Much better. Maybe I should have gone with the making her skirt shorter. I'll do that later. We'll make her skirt. We'll make her skirt shorter later. For now, this is as close to the outfit as we're gonna get. Yeah, but that should be like. The socks should be at her knees, so I'll probably make her skirt shorter so I can do the longer socks. I think that's what I'll do. Wait, are there any other lengths of skirts? I gotta figure that out real quick. Just real quick. So what is the circular? Okay, these are the lengths, the longer lengths, but these are the different shapes. And there's apron, the tied ribbon. Oh yeah, there's little details that you can have on things. Oh, right, I remember what I said. I said I was going to try to buy a hairpiece so she had a little red hairpiece in her hair. I don't know if that one will work, but we'll buy this. And I guess we'll try a ribbon as well. These ribbons are very similar. Okay, we'll buy this one. Okay, the game says something about not stacking. I should make navel. I'm kidding, and not completely, but like A3 characters. I really wonder if I could make them on here. I mean, I probably can, you know, but I wonder if I can. I kind of wish I could buy more colors for the socks. I don't think I can. Okay, well anyways, back here, and what did I just buy? Right, I bought a hairpiece. Let's see if I can put the hairpiece on her and see if I can... Well, I guess we'll do the ribbon. It's not perfect, but it's something. And that's the best we can do. Oh, right. I forgot I made that. That's cute. Oh, you could wear both of them. That's funny. Anyways, no, she's not wearing either of them. See, that's what yeah, there we go. There we go. This is her. This is as close as Laura as I'm getting at this moment. Again, I might change the length of her skirt to be shorter later, but for now, let us carry on with the next chapter. Yeah. It'll cost $7.50. See, look, I can pay him right now. I have exactly. Well, that's gold. I don't know if that's the same currency. Actually, now that I think about it. I'm so funny. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm keeping the screenshot of that. Anyway, it's been a few days since my last encounter with Neil at the park, and I've all but put the memories of it behind me, secretly hoping he'll just forget about it. I've been quite busy with my store. There's been a new shipment of fabric, and I'm excited at all of the color and textures I have available at my fingertips. Woo, colors and textures of fabric. Whoop, 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 whoop. Sorry. I have it also on my phone here so I can keep an eye on the chat. But then I got really confused for a second when I looked down. I was like, what's going on over there? Okay. I lay them all on the counter, wondering what I should create with them. The bell rings and I look up at the door. I stop dead in my tracks when I see it's Neil again. Oh no, he's come for his watch, hasn't he? Just when I put him out of my mind, he's here to remind me of again of what transpired. Neil looks around the store a bit before his gaze settles on me. Good day, Zora. I hope you're in better control of your balance today since the last time we've met. If I'm not, I'll be sure to step on your feet this time, I reply sarcastically. Neil clicks his tongue at me, then leans his elbow onto the counter, clasping his hands together and resting his chin on top of them. He looks over at me, studying me with his eyes. I suddenly feel a little defenseless. Let's talk about my watch. I swallow, knowing this was coming. Luckily, I am not daft enough to forget to insure such an expensive item, especially with one with sentimental value. I've contacted my insurance company and will get the full amount reimbursed. I look at him blankly. Okay, that's it? He got the money back? Well, that's definitely a load off my back. This doesn't mean you're absolved of any responsibility, Neil says in a much more serious tone. He casts his eyes down to the counter, and his fingers hover over my new fabric. He seems a bit intrigued. You did still break a personal item of mine. And pray tell, what would you like me to do about that? You've already had the money refunded. There's nothing much else I could do. Unless you want to say you somehow managed to cut your finger on the broken piece of glass and want to be reimbursed for that too. Neil frowns at me, then shakes his head a little, clicking his tongue dismissively at me again. I'm not sure if such a tiny piece of glass could ever pose a threat to me. I mean, I think any size of glass can pose a threat to anyone, Neil. I mean, can it? Like, you cut your finger. I know it's like not as easy to cut your finger, but like, it's still possible. That's why you're supposed to be careful around glass. Sorry. Wait. Glass. Story. Okay, I'm not sure if it's such a tiny piece of glass. Sorry. I can read, guys. I'm not sure if such a tiny piece of glass could ever pose such a threat to me. But I'm glad that you are concerned about my well-being. That's a step above yesterday's attitude. Retort back. You didn't have to be so mean about it. Yeah, I like that it's like they got little symbols and they also just tell you right here, like, which one are you choosing? Like, you didn't have to be so mean about it, I tell him. You want me to praise you for destroying my watch? He says dully. Should I have complimented you instead? That you somehow magically knew the exact spot to drive that 3-inch hill of yours through the center of the glass? Because consider it done. You did a fine job at wrecking my watch. I cringe. He does a fine job making me feel small and insignificant. Like everything I do is wrong. His words cut like a sword. I feel like I can't compete and talk back. What do you want? I finally ask him. Neil straightens his back. Last time, you mentioned you'd make me a dress shirt, correct? Don't answer that. It seems an opportunity presented itself, and while I do have my own tailor, who has delivered some of the best work in the country, perhaps I can make use of your... He looks down at the fabric on the counter. Skills. I can feel his words sting with venom. He's mocking me, looking down on me. And what exactly do you want? I ask, ready to decline his offer. A well-tailored blazer, Neil says, as he puffs out his chest to make a point. If it's adequate and to my taste, I can forgive your previous actions. I want to decline so badly. I do not care much for Neil's pompous attitude and the way he's subtly mocking my tailor skills. However, I also realize I've destroyed an expensive watch of his, and a mere sorry won't do. Plus, it seems he won't leave me alone. So I sigh and hang my head down. All right, I say. Splendid. The sooner you finish this, the sooner you can return to... He points at a mannequin standing next to the counter. This. Neil shakes his head a little. What's this doing over here, anyway? You would create such a bigger impression if... Suddenly, Neil grabs hold of the mannequin and moves it away from the counter. Hey, I yell out, don't just move my things around in my store. Neil drops it at a place near the entrance where the sunlight hits it. See, the way the light falls from the window of the door would make this the perfect spot to highlight your latest fashion. No one asked you to start touching and moving my mannequins around. Put it back. I look over to where Neil is, and I suddenly see his point. Placing the mannequin in direct sunlight gives a bigger impression, and makes the layout of the store more harmonious as well. Oh, it doesn't look too bad. Neil grins at me. Are you sure you want me to put it back? He asks. I have the sudden urge to wipe that smug look off his face. I scrunch up my nose. No, leave it. Just stop touching my things. You know what? I'll return another time. For the measurements. How about next Friday? It's not like I can say no, so I nod my head at him. Friday is fine, I guess. Very well. I'll see you then. Good day. Neil fixes his collar, then looks at the mannequin with a nod and leaves the store. I'm never going to get rid of this guy, am I? Oops, did I do it? Nope, I didn't. I pressed the wrong button. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button. Is everything okay over here? Yeah, okay, cool. I meant to press Alt. Encoding overloaded. Consider turning down video settings or using a faster preset. Anyways, oh no! Sorry, my mouse acted up for a second. I couldn't click anything. Okay, yeah, let's just make 4 outfits. I think it's good to make 4 outfits after that, after a chapter, simply because I like making clothes, and when I like making clothes, I am happy. That's not right, is it? It is. I don't know. For me, it's like it looks right, but it also doesn't look right. So yeah, right. I think it was the investigators. There was this, because I got reminded of this, because like, you know, when you have glass and then you don't know where the glass went, and then you just gotta like, oh no, okay, I remember the story now. So I was thinking about glass and how sometimes you gotta wear shoes when you see glass because what am I saying? Right. Sorry, multitasking sometimes. So you wear shoes sometimes when you drop glass because the glass can get into your feet. And so I was like, wasn't there a story like that from something? And I remember the show called The Investigators. And that wasn't quite the story that they told, because it was like one of the characters mentioned like it's harder than finding a needle in a carpet. And his friend, well, the characters are it's Kyle and Ezra, and so Kyle said that, and Ezra was like, actually, it's finding a needle in a haystack. And Kyle was like, have you ever looked for a needle in a carpet? Because I have, and I couldn't find it. So now we all have to wear shoes in the main room or something like that. I think it's really funny. Like, yeah, they're just like, well, we never found that needle, so we will be wearing shoes in this room from now on. Yeah, it was funny. It's funnier when you watch it. I think a lot of times things are funnier when you see them than rather than watching. But yeah, I kind of like. I mean, I do like the investigators. So now I'm talking about the investigators because I like the investigators, and it's a cute little show. It is more aimed at kids. So like the premise of it is that a group of kids start a detective agency, and they're like, how old are they? Like 10, 11. I think Ezra's 11. I don't know how old Ava is, but Kyle and Maddie are 10. They're almost in class, so they're like 10, 11. There you go. That was 4. I kind of like that. It's like a citron eateroo dress. You know, the pink and the green. You know, citron eateroo. Yeah. Okay, let's carry forth. Should I buy more? Should I buy more stuff? Me looking for reasons to spend my money. Wait, were there other? Oh, there was other hairstyles, but they didn't have another side ponytail, right? They just had. Oh shoot! Sorry, that startled me. So I could do like a. I know. I like shopping. I like shopping in game. I like having money and spending my money on stuff in game. Oh right. Is there any floors that I liked here? I don't remember what her current floor looks like actually, so it's probably fine not to buy a new floor. I do kind of like these though. I like the very oh right, I forgot that I liked this. Oh my gosh, I gotta make this at some point. I gotta make this for me. For me. So what's that, like a stripes, and that's a different neckline. Okay, so now I'm gonna new goal, make some of the clothes on here. Oh, I like those too. Okay, so we're gonna start with this one. So we need a bow, and we need a double line, and we need, is that like a stripe? Is that like a, no, patterns? Gonna buy this, buy this, buy this, buy, buy. Oh, right, and there's reds. Okay, but we need a different neckline. What kind of neckline was it? This one? No, this one. And then we needed, for the skirt, we need a double line. And then details, wait, is it a tied ribbon? I don't think it was a tied ribbon. I think it was just like a bow. But I'm gonna do this one. It doesn't have a ribbon though. I don't know if it has a ribbon. So we'll get that one for now. And we'll probably come back eventually. Oh, and then, do I need a different red? Let me see, where are the colors? Okay. Let's get red 4 and red this one. Okay, and did I try to make it? We'll make it later. I bought a bunch of stuff, and now let's go try to make it. No, let's not try to make it just yet. I'm fine. I'm gonna go to the next chapter. Now we'll try to make it. It'll be real fast. Freestyle. Let's see. Let's see if I can remember it, because I did not take a picture of it. I did not take a picture of it at all. So, I'm gonna do this, and it was red, and it had stripes. Oh shoot, what color was it? Oh, these stripes are kind of thick. Actually, I've already forgotten what the stripes look like. But anyway, so we have, looks like a blue skirt though, right? It's a blue skirt with a double line, but I don't think that's right. There we go. Me just making stuff up. What color was the... Where's the ribbon? Oh, there it is. Okay. I forgot what all of these things do. But I don't think this was the detail that we were looking for. But it's reminding me of the Sailor Scouts now. So there we go. We'll call that a... Oh, wait. Maybe... And then it was supposed to be like a... I just wanted to make it a little bit less saturated, but I don't think I can do that. Anyways, this is what we'll call done for now. This is my first attempt at that dress. I don't remember what it looks like. Yep, there we go. Yes. I probably, well, while I'm here, let me quickly try. Okay, we're gonna very quickly make Zora's outfit one last time because oh, that's cool. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh. You can use the collar. That's neat. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Ah, okay. Right. Oh yes, there are sleeves. Sleeves. I really like the puffy sleeves. We're gonna stick with these sleeves for now. Even though I've made this like 3 times, why haven't I changed the sleeves? Because, okay, so, it's very simple, it's very basic. Are you finished with the design? I'll just say that. Yes. Okay, so let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it one last time. If I put her in this, and then let's put it, oh, I have to take off that other thing at first. Okay, but anyways, and then let's put her in the long socks. And that's a little more like it, what it currently looks like. Yeah. Alright, there we go. We have it. We have it. I wish I could change the color of the socks a little bit more so it look the same. So it's more matching with that. But it's okay. I wish her skirt had more lines. Maybe I should have tried the pleated one. No, I'm not doing anything. I'm just gonna take a look at what the pleated skirt, mini skirt looks like. Okay, we're just gonna, oh, maybe. Okay, I know I said I was just gonna take a look at what it looks like, but now I've gotta make it. Because sometimes you just have to prove it to yourself on whether or not something works. You just need to see it. You need to see it for yourself. You need to see it. You need to see it for yourself. I really like those. Okay. I'm going to leave the sleeves for now. But I'll probably make it again and give her the nicer sleeves. I like the bishop sleeves. They're cute. Oh, that's a bit better. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. Okay. I'm gonna delete this one then. Ha 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 ha. I don't know how many clothes I can keep here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and delete that one for now, right now. And I guess I can delete some of these other ones. Oh yeah, I don't like that. It's the color. Oh, whoops. Anyways, there we go. There we have it. There she is. Yeah, there is Zora. It only took me like 6 tries, but we got it. Okay, let us carry on. I don't have to make his blazer yet, right? Like, it's not like in here that we made in story. Okay, just checking. Just wanted to make sure of that. Just wanted to be sure. Okay. Today, Sarah decided to come over and take some pictures with me. I used her skills as a photographer to get the best shots of my clothing line and then use them to advertise my boutique and by spreading flyers. It's been working pretty well. and me and Sarah are just now wrapping up another photo shoot that took place in my back room. We had a model pose for the pictures, but I put on a few outfits myself as well. It was fun. I'm in love with the S019, she says as she's looking through the viewfinder of her recently purchased camera. I'm sure you've been nonstop gushing about it since you got it, I reply. I know, but you don't understand how great it is. The picture quality is amazing, and it's the most compact and lightweight camera yet in the series. I simply smile at Sarah as she goes off on all the technical details about her camera. Let me hear it. I don't really understand much about it, but I'm grateful Sarah helps me stage photo shoots to show off my clothes. Without her, I don't know if I'd get any customers visiting the store at all. You know, looking at your pictures, you could simply be a model instead. You've got the height for it, and a pretty face. In actuality, I do not have the height to be a model. I am 5 feet. Are there 5 foot models? Maybe there are. But I know that typically models are supposed to be tall. I did used to want to be a model though, when I was a kid. I wanted to be a model. Amongst a couple other things, but I really wanted to be a model. I smile sheepishly at Sarah for the compliment. I prefer making clothes instead of wearing it. I'm only doing this for the publicity. I know. I'm not complaining though. At least you're a friendly face. Most of my customers are vain models who think they're the hottest thing on earth. Divas in the making. They'll even try to get me to work for them for free. For exposure, they say. Sarah shakes her head in disagreement, then goes back to looking through her camera lens. There's a creep staring at us. I blink at her. Excuse me? Sarah fixes the zoom on her lens, still looking through the viewfinder. Yeah, purple-haired dude, right outside, looking at you. Isn't it the same guy from the cafe? She snaps a picture. I whip my head around to look over near the windows, but don't see anyone. Huh? There isn't anyone there. Are you sure you saw someone? Sarah walks up behind me and shows the LCD screen on her camera. It has the latest picture she took displayed on it. See? The picture quality is so great, I can see with 100% certainty that it is Neil who's standing in front of my store, shielding his eyes from the sun to get a better look. His face looks oddly weird. I'm confused why he's peeking through my window. It's not Friday yet. Isn't it the same guy from the cafe? Has he been harassing you? Asks Sarah. Want me to beat him up for you? Sarah, hashtag good friend. Best friend. Oh no need. I pause. I think. Sarah watches me carefully. A bumpkin like you won't even recognize a dangerous situation, even if it hit you in the face. We're city folk here. It's different. How different? Sarah shrugs her shoulders at me. Dangerous. We get creeps here just prowling around, looking for some pretty girl they can get their hands on. I frown at her and feel an odd chill run down my back. I'm sure that's not going to happen. It doesn't seem to be like that, I think. I only feel the sting of his words sometimes. Sarah puts her finger in my face like a warning sign. See, that naivety is going to get you into trouble someday. Just be careful, okay? If someone's bothering you, let me know. I smile at her and give her a light slap on her arm. You just want to be a hero for the pretty girl. Sarah grins at me. You know it. She tucks her camera inside of her bag. Anyways, I'll send you the pictures once I edit them. I'm sure they turned out quite awesomely. She sighs longingly. The S019, my true love. Get a room, I joke. She winks at me, then says goodbye. Once she's gone, I wonder about what she said, about creeps and whatnot. Is it really that dangerous in the city? I haven't really felt uncomfortable or scared at all so far. Neil isn't dangerous, although I do question why he was outside my store just now, as he has no reason to be there. Not until Friday, anyways. Maybe he is a stalker or something. I decide to head outside my store and have a look around, but I see no one. It's quite puzzling why Neil was here just a moment ago. I head back inside. I've got better things to do. Time passes by as I continue tending to my store, and eventually I place the closed sign at the entrance and turn off the lights. Today was an okay day for business. I hope the pictures that Sarah took will help me out and boost my sales. I'll just need to spread flyers around myself once I've got them printed. Wanting to take a well-deserved break, I head on over to the cafe. The sun is setting in the background, making everything glow in a nice, calming orange. As soon as I reach the cafe, I spot someone familiar in the distance. My eyes bulge out a little as I realize it's Neil. No way, Sarah Wright? Is he some creep stalking me? I stop walking, almost considering to turn around and walk the other way, but then someone else enters the scene. A nurse emerges from the hospital next to the cafe, running over towards Neil, waving a clipboard at him. He turns around to address the nurse. They seem to be engaged heavily. They seem to be heavily engaged in some kind of dispute. There's some heated words. Oh, wait. Maybe that'll help things go run a little better. Sorry. There's some heated words being thrown around, and I can tell Neil does not want to be there. Eventually, Neil signs something on the clipboard and quickly paces away from the nurse. Of course, that also means he's heading straight towards me. When he finally notices me, I see genuine surprise on his face, but it's immediately replaced with an angry frown. Ah, great, another incompetent person who always messes up. And I thought I was already finished with work, Neil snaps at me. I'm taken aback at his words and sarcasm. It's not like I warranted that kind of response by simply being near him in his presence. I haven't done anything yet. Tell him off for being, nope, I can read. Tell him off for creeping around your boutique earlier today. Ask him why he's so angry. Well, ask why he's so angry, because I'm trying to commit to the all kind one route, but I think it's very funny that that is an option. You can be like, okay, well, you're a creep. Yeah, okay, here we go. Giving him the benefit of the doubt, because he could just be having a bad... Oh, look, that's the next sentence. I was going to say because he could be having a bad day, but that's still the next part of the sentence. Giving him the benefit of the doubt, perhaps he was just having a bad day, I decide to ask him about the nurse. Are you angry because of something that nurse said? Neil simply gives me a loud, disgruntled huff. That's none of your business. I'm getting sick of hearing Neil say that it's none of my business. Well, whatever happened, you didn't need to take it out on me. Imagine, after a long day of work, trying to fix someone else's mess. You come across another incompetent person who's been known to make a mess before. Of course I'm not going to be in a very jolly mood. You're acting like I'm some kind of stampeding bull in a china store. Just a walking disaster waiting to happen. You just happen to witness 2 accidents caused by me. That doesn't mean I'm like this all the time. We all make mistakes, I say shyly. Your mistake cost me 6,000 euro, he grunts. You said you got reimbursed for that, I fire back. Neil's golden eyes narrow at me, and I can see he's trying to hold himself back from showing too much emotion. He takes in a deep breath, closing his eyes entirely. And they would very much like to know who the idiot was that broke it in the first place, so they can send you the bill instead. Now, unless you'd like to pay the 6,000 bill, I suggest you hold your tongue and do as I say on Friday. I look down at the pavement, feeling angry but unable to speak up, as I know he's in the right, and I hate it. Instead of another word, I simply shoot him a dirty look. Have a nice evening, Miss Keller. Neil briskly walks away, and I'm left feeling irritated once more. What a jerk. You know, we met him, he was briefly nice when he saw those pictures on our wall. I didn't take a picture. trying to get the... Oh, look, it's 25. Numbers are funny. Things like this, like, genuinely, I'm always like, ooh, exciting, like 2525. That's a fun number. That's a fun number. Numbers are fun. I like numbers. I also want to mess it up, but no matter what I'm going to do, it's going to mess it up. Let me see if I got that screenshot. I tried to take a screenshot of that just now because I like numbers, and that's what I usually do. Like sometimes when I'm on my phone, I'll be like do, and then I see numbers and I screenshot them because I'm like, yeah, that's funny. Numbers are funny to me. Did it take? Was the right one? No, it didn't. Okay, I'm gonna have to manually do it. Okay, hang on. Hey, hold the phone. Now hand the phone to me. That's a quote from Steven Universe. It did say something like, I think I can't do the screenshot right now because I'm streaming. Save preview. Wait, is that the right thing? I don't know if I'm supposed to be saving the preview or the source screenshot. Let me see. Nope, wrong button. I know my buttons. Okay, it's the preview. Okay. Carrying forth. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Sorry, this is like a little side rail. I have timers, but they don't work. They don't work. I don't know how to make them work. Do I need to not be on their page? I don't know. I'll have to look into it, I guess. I don't know much about the chatbot on Stream Elements, but they never work. They never work. I must be doing something wrong. I thought I just the number. Maybe I just don't know when the timer starts. Okay. I said I would, but I kind of stalled enough. So let's just go on to the next chapter. Goodbye, pretty number. I might have to change her hair again. The pictures that Sarah took of me last week turned out pretty well. They even got a lot of traction on social media and boosted my sales somewhat, not by any substantial amount, but enough to see a difference. Sarah has had to deal with me ranting about a certain jerk with no manners these past couple days. He was simply so rude to me that day, still leaves me fuming. Of course, Sarah offered to beat him up for me again, and this time I almost took her offer, but I'd rather not give him more fuel to blackmail me. I'd do almost anything to see him get knocked down a peg or two. Also, I didn't know where Neil lived or worked for a while. Well, until Sarah reminded me that his last name was Forrester. The Forresters own the hospital, so I guess Neil must work there, if I always seem to run into him in the surrounding area. Nonetheless, realizing where he works doesn't matter much to my current predicament, because today is Friday. Yep, Neil is supposed to be coming over for his measurements, and I'm not looking forward to this one bit. Is he going to be snappy towards me again, insult me like last time? I really don't want to find out. The bell jingle disturbs me from my thoughts, and I look up at the entrance. It's just another customer. I sigh. I help my customer buy a dress, and once more I'm left alone in the store. It's a slow day. My eyes dart over towards my childhood pictures. I recall the time when I met Neil when he was just a little boy. He seemed so sweet and scared back then, nothing like what he is right now. You know, time, it'd be changing people. Time can really change a person. Now he's just a spoiled, rich brat who doesn't know how to exercise common decency. I huff. A feeling of dread wells up in my stomach the longer the hours tick by. It's closing time, and I've already put up the close sign, and Neil hasn't shown up. Even if I wanted to berate him for being late, there's no way to contact him. It's not like I have his phone number. I'm not sure I even want his phone number. Of course he has to show up. He has the nerve to show up right as I'm closing. You're late, I say. Neil fixes the cuff of his sleeves as he walks over to the counter, a habit he seems to keep repeating. I don't remember agreeing on an appointed time slot for today. I'm not in the mood for this, as it clearly shows on my face. Neil simply exhales loudly. Let's just get this started. I gesture towards the back, where my sewing room is located. The sooner I can get this over with, the sooner I have Neil out of my hair. Oh yeah, she lives here. She lives upstairs. This is the back room. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. We both walk in this awkward silence, and once I shut the door behind me, it's just me and Neil in this tiny cramped sewing room. Honestly, what have I gotten myself into? Neil stands in the middle, surveying everything with a critical eye, and I wish I had taken the time to clean up and organize everything before he could judge me for being messy. I walk towards my crafting table and pick up my sketchbook along with a pencil. First things first, get a design he likes. Alright, can you tell me a little bit about the kind of blazer you'd like? I say in a bored voice. Elegant, simple, streamlined, the most expensive durable fabric, dark gray, and in other words, perfection. Neil gives me a firm nod. My pencil hits the sketchbook. I'm not really going to pay mine to the most expensive fabric part, nor the perfection part, but at least I've got something to work with. Let me say, I'll see. Elegant, simple, streamlined, dark gray. Elegant, simple, streamlined, dark gray. Those are words to me. I quickly sketch out a regular blazer, one of the most popular patterns. Neil waggles his finger at me. No. Do you think I'd be okay with commonly store-bought blazers? No, try harder. It needs more finesse. Mock his demands, ask for more details. So, what exactly do you have in mind? I ask in an exasperated voice. Would you like a secret pocket or something to hold all of your cash? This makes Neil exhale air through his nose. He chuckled. I can't believe he chuckled. I think I can live without a secret pocket full of cash, but thank you for the idea. He looks amused. Well, then what is it? Would you like a different pattern? I've got several to work from. I'd like more shape to it. So you'd like it to be more fitted. Alright, I can work that into the design. Nearly determined, I get back to sketching out several blazer designs. I try to put an elegant twist to it, hoping to satisfy his outrageous demands. When I finished a few, I show it to Neil, turning the sketchbook towards him. It's almost as if I'm waiting for his approval or praise, and that kind of bugs me. His golden eyes glaze over the paper, inspecting the designs. He's got an interested look on his face as he leans closer over the table. If you could... Neil tries to go for the pencil in my hand. His fingers brush over mine. He immediately jerks back, knocking the pencil out of my hand. It lands on the floor with a dull thud. He bends down to grab it without another word. I wonder what that was about. He's touching me so below him or something? I stare at him when he gets back with the pencil. He tries to pass off like nothing has happened and then makes a few adjustments to some of my sketches. I'll bet in a very childish way. Do it like this? Neil places down the pencil. There are weird doodles all over my original sketch. You're definitely the next Picasso, I say sarcastically. I wouldn't have to be if you got it right the first time. Neil fires back, crossing his arms. Now, something like this is to my taste. I'm going to presume you don't have much high-quality fabrics lying around here, so I want a simple fabric before you purchase. I want to sample the fabric before you purchase it. Do you want me to send it over to you with priority? Yes, I'd like that. I was joking. I didn't know you could joke. Neil and I stare at each other for a while, a tension building between us. He's got this poker face on. It's hard to guess what's going on in his mind. Then again, maybe it's not hard to guess. All I know is that Neil sure likes to mock and command me around. We'll worry about the fabric later. I just need to get your measurements first. This is the part I've been personally anguishing at night about, getting up close and personal with Neil. Very well, take my measurements. He clasped his hands together. He walked to the middle of the room, expecting me to start. He's acting like he's in charge, and that's ticking me off just a tiny bit. This is my boutique. He'll have to do what I tell him, not the other way around. I could tell him to take his shirt off, for example. Not that I need to. I can take his measurements through his shirt just fine, but it's for science. Okay, see, that was one of the things that it warned that could happen. You could, in the warnings. This game is cool because it gives you like a list of warnings beforehand. But, we will measure him with his shirt on. Yep. Not even because it's the kind option, just because, yeah. Just because keep that on. No. I take out my measuring tape and I step closer to him. His eyes are following my every move. It's unnerving. Turn around, I say. When he actually does turn around, I'm quite surprised. I expected him to reply with some witty comeback. I shake my head at myself, then place my tape against the nape of his neck. Neil flinches at my touch. I frown at his back. Did I accidentally scratch you? I ask him unsure. No, it's nothing. Continue. If I make you uncomfortable, let me know. I said it's nothing, he repeats himself. Alright, if he says so. I pull the tape all the way around and note the measurements. Arms up, I say, tapping his arm with my hand. Again, he flinches away from me, but doesn't make a sound or anything. It's so peculiar. Perhaps he isn't quite used to someone touching him while he's being measured. He raises his arms and stretches them out, so that I can reach all the way around him and wrap the tape around his chest. I tighten it, then press the palm of my hand against his back. He arches his back the more pressure I exert, almost as if I'm slightly pushing him away. Maybe I should try and relax him, as he seems on edge around me. So, do you work at the hospital? I ask, trying to distract myself from the awkward silence. Neil rolls his shoulders after I pull the tape off of him. Why would you need to know that information? I glare at his back while I note down the measurements again. Well, fine. Don't tell me, Mr. Fancy Pants. Turn around, please. I grab his upper arm, noticing his skin jump when I do, and spin him around so he faces me. Neil's making a weird face and refuses to look at me. My family owns it. That's all I'll say about that matter. So what's this blazer for anyway? Any special occasion? I ask, only slightly interested in the answer. You ask too many questions. And you don't answer enough, I say with a huff. If I know what the occasion is for, I can create a fitting design for it. Dinner. Family dinner, he says gruffly. With your parents? Yes. Oh, so he's having dinner with his parents. His parents are the Foresters. Foresters? I've been saying Foresters, but is it Foresters? I'm gonna keep saying Foresters because that's what I default to. I do wonder what Neil does at the hospital, but getting an answer out of him is like pulling teeth. I lower my body and tighten the tape around his waist, my eyes focused on the numbers. I try to take his measurements, take measures of his waist, but that's when I notice how tense Neil is. He's sucking in his stomach. Stop sucking in your stomach. I don't care if you've got a bit of a gut. I need your real measurements, I tell him sternly. This is not going to work if I get the wrong numbers. Not that I particularly care if he wears a blazer that's too tight on him. I'm doing no such thing, Neil denies, and my body is perfectly healthy, for your information. I straighten up and look at him, to which he immediately turns his head away. You're tense. Just relax. How can one relax when being prodded and poked and spun around like a ballerina? You can't relax around me? For some reason, this makes me gleeful, like I finally have the upper hand after he's been such a jerk to me. Just breathe out and let me measure your waist. Neil takes a big breath and slowly exhales. Did you hear that? Did you hear it? There actually is like a... Is it F1? The sound effects. Oh yeah. It's a good number. Okay. 72 is alright. I don't know if you could hear the little voice, but I'm pretty sure it's over here. in this one, so I adjusted that. Yep. I don't know, I'm a laughy person. Neil takes a big breath and slowly exhales. His reactions are giving me this itch. Sorry, I wasn't expecting that kind of sentence. Like I want to touch him more. I tighten the tape around him and take a step closer, putting myself up close and personal with him. I was trying to avoid getting too close to Neil this whole time, but that was before I knew how much he'd fidget if I'd be up in his face. Neil awkwardly turns his face away with a cough. Are you okay? I ask him, a light smirk playing on my lips. Like I said before, I can stop if you're becoming uncomfortable. I'm fine. His voice cracks a little. Well, if he says it's alright, I'm sure he doesn't mind if I slow down my actions to drag those out as much as possible. It's like he's revealed his weakness to me, and I can't help but want to prod and poke him. I want to tease him. My gosh. I linger here and there, though still noting down the actual measurements. He's fidgeting, but for some reason he's not telling me to stop. My eyes wander over towards his neck. I can see he's got goosebumps. Wait, that's not the kind of reaction I was expecting. Is he nervous? Neil notices my staring and quickly covers his neck with his hand. Are you sure you even went to fashion school? You should have been done by now. You're only taking measurements of a human, not the whole wide world. Neil's voice has a slight edge to it. Alright, time to wrap this up. I measure his inseam one last time and then give him a pat on his back. Done, I say cheerfully. I didn't expect Neil to jump away from me in reaction to a pat on his arm. I barely have time to register that his feet get caught in my tape and he topples over. Neil reaches out to me to stabilize himself. His weight is too much for me to suddenly bear, and he brings both of us down to the floor with a loud thump. Oh, that's what hair she originally had. Okay, so they kept it for the original one, which makes sense. I might put her hair like back to class. I kind of like it in this picture. Neil's head crashes against the mirror behind him, and I collapse on top of him. I look at him in surprise. He gives me a similar look in return. I seem to be straddling his waist, and I'm way too close to his face. Neil's heartbeat thumps underneath my hand. Are you alright? I decide to ask once the shock wears off. Peachy, says Neil, his voice definitely cracking this time. He turns his head away from my gaze. Could you get off of me now? What's the rush? Or get up. Please don't get up, because that is an awkward situation. Me being an awkward person playing games like this. It's easier when you're not reading it out loud. I remove my hand from his chest in the mirror and pick myself up, standing straight in front of him. I can see how the tape measure is awkwardly entangled with his feet. It was simply dumb luck that he managed to trip over it. I quickly remove it from his shoes so that he won't trip all over himself a second time when he gets up. Neil recovers from his mishap and stands straight up and tall. If he wasn't feeling awkward before from all my prodding and poking, then he definitely is right now. Seems I'm not the only one with two left feet, I joke. Let's never speak of this again, Neil huffs in response, looking embarrassed. For some reason, I don't have much faith in your measurements. I could tell you had to measure some parts again. He rubs his arm while glaring at me. I smile at him. Not exactly why I went over some areas twice. We'll just have to find out now, won't we? If you get the wrong measurements, I demand you create me an entire new suit. Right, sure, whatever you say, Your Majesty. I roll my eyes at him. Like I would ever make him a suit. And don't call me that, he spits out. Oh, it seems I got under his skin. This is kind of fun, annoying him like this. Your Majesty? I say instead. Oh, right, because of Majesty, and I added in a your, my bad. Your Majesty? I say instead. Neil angrily stomps his foot on the ground like a petulant, I can read, like a petulant child. Any of those are unacceptable. He then quickly composes himself. You may call me. Yeah, I'm sticking with your majesty, I say, quickly cutting him off. And before I can get another word in, I circle around him and start pushing him by shoving my hands against his back. I get a small rush of satisfaction when I feel his skin twitch under my fingers. But get your hands off of me. Time to leave now. I'll let you know which fabric I've chosen, but right now, it's closing time, so get out. I keep pushing him out of my room until one final shove puts him near the entrance of the store. He turns around, anger flashing in his face. His ears are tinted with red. He wants to say something, but then immediately bites down on his lip and then opens the door to leave. Good night, he yells out, then slams the door behind him. As I stand there, all alone, a grin creeps up on my face. I got under Neil's skin. Good. He deserves it for treating me like that. Okay, let's make a couple outfits. Yeah, let's make a couple outfits. For the clients. And then maybe I'll make her hair back to the other color. Oh. I gotta sneeze. Oh, it didn't come. Wait, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze, but I have yet to sneeze. So it's really awkward. Oh, and it's gone. The feeling of sneezing is dissipated. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right. What is that, a blue? Not that blue. Not purple. No. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. Figure this out. Oh, is it that? Is it that one? Yep. Boom, 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 boom. I like the music in this game. I didn't even double check the thing, but it's a good thing that I got it right. LOL. I wonder if there's a chart where I can see what my current experience as a designer is, you know? Like, because there's, you know, you get paid more the more you have, experience. That's it? That's all you want? Okay. But, someday I'll wear this to a wedding. Not mine, of course. Okay. Okay, have fun with that. I wonder what the rest of your outfit will look like, Miss Cindy. Okay, but yeah, what I was saying is I wonder if there's a place to check my experience. No, it's not there. Miscellaneous. Is this miscellaneous settings? Yeah, it's miscellaneous settings. Okay. Oh, let's save. I haven't saved in a minute. Okay. Sound, collection. What's collection again? Oh, right, the achievements. Finish both of Neil's endings and obtain all his CGs. Okay, so in order to, there's different CGs for different endings, which I think that makes sense. Because like, story here, and you can see, so all of these must have CGs in them, I'm assuming. Bada 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 bing, bada 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 boom, bada 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 bing, bada bada boom. Right, I'm gonna change her hair back, because when I saw that picture, I was like, yeah, I like that color. And the bow's not, I might give her a different outfit soon. I've made the Zora clothes. What's that again? That's the jacket. Let's take off the, oh, she's wearing a shirt too. Girl, no. No. Yeah, we'll stick with this for now. I know. I'm indecision. Oh, but I like the skirt, but I don't have a top that goes with it. That skirt is so cute. Wait, let's take this off for a second. I guess it's not so bad. Let me change your socks. Socks. Oh, there we go. That's kind of cute. What do you think? I think that's kind of cute. See, make use out of the simple clothing that you have lying around. And voila, voila, voila. It's like similar to her outfit, but different. But you got the blue, you got the yellow, you got the little red. There we go. This is what she'll look like for now. I know I keep changing her clothes, but it's like if you have a game with clothing options, why not change your clothes every chance you get? You know? I like clothes. I like clothes a lot. Okay, we shall continue forth. Okay, so last time I played for... Oh, hi.
_374 just followed.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you for that. Okay, so I was saying something. Right. I played last time for about 3 hours. So I might not play the full 3 hours today, but we will see how far I can get in that time. Because last time I only got through 4 chapters, but I did like side route a lot when I was doing that. So we'll see how far I get. I've already done 4 chapters and we've only been on for about an hour. So I can carry forth. Bling. The shipment of fabric swatches for Neil's blazer came in the mail today. As I stand there holding fabric swatches in my hand, wondering what I should pick for Neil's blazer, I realize I don't have any way of contacting him. So far, I've only run into him by chance, or he came over to my place by himself. This time, we didn't set another appointment, so I can't really show him these swatches. What a pain. Now I have to actually go out and find him. I'm pretty sure he'd raise a huge stink over selecting a fabric without consulting him. How annoying. I guess I should start looking at the hospital or ask around for him, see if he's there. Maybe I'll get lucky. With that in mind, I grab the swatches, place the clothesline at my door, and lock up shop. There it is, Clanner Medical Center. The one Neil seems to work at. The entrance seems a little daunting, considering I really have no business at the hospital. Still, I do need to find the man before he continues to stalk my store windows again. I gather my courage and step inside the hospital. Oh wow. It is a little daunting. It's the first time I've been here, and I'm greeted by a white lobby with very tall ceilings. The hospital seems fairly calm. Only a few people seem to be going in and leaving. No sign of a certain man with purple hair. I wonder what position Neil has at the hospital. Surely he can't be a doctor. I refuse to believe someone as petty and mean as him could ever be allowed to be a doctor. I mean, I don't know fully if they checked that, but yeah, I would also want to not believe it. Doesn't have the most patience in the world. Awkwardly, I make my way over to the receptionist who's in the middle of helping someone else, so I patiently wait in line. When it's my turn, the receptionist beckons me over. How may I help you today? Yes, I'm looking for Neil Forrester. Is he here by any chance? Maybe they won't even tell me if he's here or not, but perhaps not even be allowed to, but it's worth a shot. Mr. Forrester is currently present, but he's busy in a meeting. Would you like me to leave a message behind? Hearing him be referred to as Mr. Forrester kind of creeps me out. It doesn't suit him. Yes, could you tell them Zora Keller? That's when I notice it, Neil's voice. I turn my head and see a group of businessmen walking out the elevator. Among them is Neil. Actually, never mind, I say, removing myself away from the counter. I find myself quickly taking a seat near the window so that I can inconspicuously look at Neil, who's decided to wait in the lobby with the other men and argue about something seemingly important. I'm not sure what they're talking about. I can't understand what they're saying from here. He looks more dressed up than usual. His hair seems to be tidier. It's almost It almost looks like he's a competent adult who doesn't have this nasty habit of running his foul mouth all the time. I'm intrigued and grossed out at the same time. The men continue to discuss amongst themselves until one by one they start to leave with their briefcases in hand. The last one shakes Neil's hand and leaves as well. Oh my gosh. There's a real smug smile on Neil's face as he fixes his tie. I roll my eyes. He's probably so full of himself for closing some kind of deal right now. Maybe I should leave now before he notices me and starts to brag about it. So I stand up from the chair, ready to escape.
Huh?
Zora. I cringe. Too late. I can't sneak off anymore. Well, I came here for a reason, so I guess I might as well get it over with. Neil. I put on a fake smile and approach him. Neil runs a hand through his styled hair. He looks less smug now. In fact, he's a bit sheepish. Caught off guard, perhaps? Or perhaps he's remembering our last encounter while I fell on top of him. That event still leaves me feeling a little awkward. Do you like to spy on my meetings? That implies you were actually saying something worthwhile that it needed spying on, I retort. Neil waves his hand at me, dismissing what I said. Or perhaps you were captivated by my magnificent negotiating techniques and couldn't help but stop and stare in awe, says Neil cheerfully, nodding at himself like this was the actual truth. Okay, I guess the awkward Neil from before has disappeared entirely, because he went right back to the arrogant one. What does he want? A cookie? You're gross. I take it you closed some kind of important business deal, I say in a dull voice. Yep, Neil's definitely not the mature adult I thought he was only minutes ago. Neil looks at me with a knowing smirk, but doesn't reply. That actually kind of gets on my nerves. He won't even tell me what he's so gleeful about. That's just annoying. Whatever, I'm here for your blazer. I didn't have any way of contacting you, so I came here. Neil stretches out his hand, palm side up. Hand over your phone, he commands. I frown at him. Excuse me? He beckons at me with his hand, waiting for me to give him my phone. Don't give him your phone, hand over your phone. I said I would do all the kind ones. Here we go. Hesitantly, I pull out my phone from my bag, and Neil immediately snatches it away. Hey, don't break it. Neil snorts at that. Right, because you have lots of experience with that. My cheeks turn red, knowing he's right about that. What in the world kind of fossil is this? He says, looking at my phone with an incredulous expression. This is ancient. I'm surprised it still runs. I mean, it still has buttons on it, like those senior mobile phones. If you can't use a phone with buttons, then you can hand it back, I bite out. In a few seconds, Neil's entered something on my phone, then presents it back to me. I take it and notice he's created a new contact. His own name and presumably his phone number are written there. I narrow my eyes at him, then quickly change his name to His Majesty in my contacts before putting the phone back in my bag. Now you won't have to come and spy on me at work, he says arrogantly. I wanted to spy on him. Look, I only wanted your opinion on these fabric swatches. I've got them with me, so hurry up and decide which one you want so I can finish your garment. I open my bag and show him the small sample swatches I have with me. It's mostly just a lot of different variations of gray. Neil takes it and studies each sample with a pensive look. Now that he's all concentrated and stopped running off his mouth, he actually looks really mature again. I wonder, how old is Neil? He seems to be in his mid-20s, I think. Although, when he's in this getup and looking serious, he looks like he's 30. I feel myself starting to be impressed by his looks, not having seen him this mature before. After a while, Neil notices that I've been staring at him. He looks up from my swatches. Quickly, I avert my eyes, a bit embarrassed he caught me staring. Is this all you have? He says with an annoyed huff. All the most expensive dark gray fabrics available to me, yes. Perhaps expensive is only relative to you. These don't feel all that expensive to me. I frown at him. Must he always criticize everything? Well, if it's not to your taste, then I try to grab the swatches back from him. Neil puts it out of my reach with a little shake of his head. Then he pulls out one of the samples, a shady dark gray with a thick texture, and holds it up in front of my face. This one will do. Surprised that he's actually agreeing on one of the samples leaves me a bit stumped for words. I mutter, great, now I can finish his blazer. Neil places his hand on his hip and hands me back over the swatches. Anything else you needed? He asks. Yeah, how old are you? Kind of flies right out of my mouth, and even Neil looks surprised at my question. I bite my lips hard, suddenly feeling all flustered for voicing my thoughts. I didn't really want to say that out loud. Neil composes himself and simply gives a small huff. Regardless whether or not this information is relevant to the creation of a certain garment, I have to ask, is your memory broken? I simply blink at him, wondering what he's going on about. My memory? Because you guys were about the same age. He's only like a year older than you. Seeing my confused face, he sighs. You really don't remember? You asked me before when we were kids, he says in a soft voice. Oh, right, memories. I suddenly remember back when we were kids. I asked him for his age, and he had said 8, which was a year older than me. That means present day, Neil must be 24 years old. I look down at my hands in my lap, red-faced. Oh, is all I can say. No, I guess I forgot until now. I'm surprised you still remember, though. I don't forget things that are important to me. Neil fixes his tie. My eyes widen in surprise. Is he saying the memories he has of me are important? Am I important? That means I won't forget about my watch. Of course it was about the watch. Is that everything you came to see me for? I'm quite busy. Yes, don't let me keep you from going to meetings, or whatever he does at the hospital. Have a nice day, Zora. Same. For once, an actual civilized conversation has taken place between us. I am almost bothered by it. I finally head home. Back at the store, I rack my brain trying to think of what I still need to do to get this blazer finished. It shouldn't take long now. I think I can get it fitted by the end of the week. So I decide to text Neil. Are you free on Saturday this week? It doesn't take long before I get an answer back. I have plans, but I can squeeze you in. Will you have finished the garment by then? It should be ready by then, so please reserve an hour from your time that day. Speaking of reservations, are you going to be busy next month? I'm wondering why Neil would ask me this. Maybe he's scheming something. It'll be October next month. I don't have anything planned yet. After that, Neil stops texting me, and I'm left to wonder what he meant with that question. Oh well, it's just Neil. Time to work on this blazer and get rid of him. Oh, girly pop, you're not going to get rid of him. He's asking about your plans for next month. They say that sometimes the clients there'll be an important client that you can't move on without completing. I wonder if each time they'll let you know of it or not. Because, like, they probably will. Probably be like, oh, there's an important client. And then go forth. Wow, look how much money I'm making. I'm making bank. I still don't know if there's a way to check, that red's a little off, isn't it? It's not? It looks a little off to me. I think that one's better. They said that the colors actually don't matter. Like, not that they don't matter, but like, if it's a red, it still counts. Even if it's if it's darker or lighter. But I'll try to stay as, close to, is that blue? Not that blue. That's purple. My bad. No, that's not right. Is it the transparent ones? Yeah. I don't even know if that's actually considered transparent, but it's transparent to me. Because what else do I call it? And then they got the short sleeves. Kind of like that. The short sleeves poking out. What's this mint color? I like being eccentric. Yeah, being eccentric is pretty cool. I forgot your name. I forgot the client's name immediately. Because I kind of, oh no, those are not the right color. It's one of these. Okay, this one. Yeah, I totally got that right on my very first try. Okay, there we go. Did 4. Oh, Bailiff's back. You guys ever play Fire Emblem? 3 houses and 3 hopes. 3 hopes? Was 3 hopes made me sad? On to the next chapter. Boom. The blazer is all but done, now after pulling a few all-nighters this week. I've been texting back and forth with Neil. He's as insufferable in text as he is in person, and we decided on a date where he can come fit the blazer. The most fun part out of this whole arrangement was when I woke him up with a text of mine asking to remeasure his arm length at 2 a.m. in the morning. He belittled me as expected, but actually gave me the measurements. The sucker. I didn't really need those measurements. I just wanted to wake him up at an ungodly hour so he could suffer with me, considering I've been staying up this late for a few days in a row. Misery loves company after all. So here I am, anxiously waiting for Neil to drop by after working hours. Finally, I get to be done with this guy. The bell rings and the door opens. Neil walks in, looking quite posh and self-assured. There's always this overconfident aura about him. Sorry, I'm going to side roll for just a split second. I decided I'm going to buy a new floor. I think a darker brown is going to look really nice in here. I was looking at that and I was like, you know, I can get a darker floor. Good evening, he greets me. I nod my head at him. Come with me to the back. I lead him to the sewing room so that I can fit and make any small adjustments to the blazer. Neil follows me quietly, but I can feel his eyes burning a hole in my back. It's uncomfortable. Speaking of uncomfortable, I wonder if he'll react the same way again like last time whenever I touched him, jerking away from me as if I'm something disgusting. I mentally shake my head. He's a weird one, but after today it should all be over. I quickly grab the blazer that's prepped and hanging on the wall, then hand it over to Neil. In a deliberately slow move, Neil takes it over and inspects it with a hawk eye. He slides the fabric through his finger, looks at the lining and the craftsmanship, and I start to feel pretty nervous about it all. To be honest, I'm preparing myself for his harsh words and criticism, because I know that's exactly what he'll say. However, Neil doesn't say a word, and he slides his arms into the sleeves and puts the blazer on. He turns to face the mirror and check himself out, twisting his body from side to side to examine every angle. He looks quite dapper in the blazer. It suits him, but I can already see a few alterations I need to make. It's a bit too wide at the waist. I know it's Neil and all, but I shouldn't slave away for a guy like him. But it's against my principles, and I shouldn't slave away for a guy like him, but it's against my principles to create sloppy garments. So, I ask him, impatient for his reaction. Neil sighs and closes his eyes for a bit. It's not anything remarkable, and it's a bit too wide at my waist. My cheeks are already glowing pink, and I can't help but glare at him, even though he's right about that last part. What a thankless man. But it's passable, decent enough to wear. Just a small adjustments, and people might actually compliment me for wearing it. I blinked at Neil. Was that a compliment? I stare at him in shock, at a loss of words. Neil notices me staring at him, and he gives me an indignant huff. Well, are you going to continue to stand there and stare at me in awe, or are you going to fix your mistakes? He sneers at me. He quickly takes the blazer off and hands it over to me. Quit your whining, I'm doing this for free, I snap at him. I take the blazer and hop on over towards my sewing machine to start to narrow the waistline. It should be a quick adjustment, so it doesn't take long before I'm finished. The sound of the sewing machine's needle plunking down fills the room, and Neil is tapping his foot on the ground impatiently. Once I'm finished, I hand it over to him, and he tries it on once more. Neil looks at himself in the mirror. The fit is a lot better now. Alright, this seems adequate enough, he says. I sigh in relief. I'm finished. Neil awkwardly fiddles around with the cuffs of the blazer as if he doesn't know what to say at the moment, but then he finally does speak up. Someone might actually want to try and find out who the tailor is. At least, its quality shouldn't put me to shame. I look at him weirdly. Is this another compliment? I can't tell for sure. It's so awkwardly worded. Are you worried about what people might think about you? I ask. Neil raises an eyebrow at me in the mirror, then shakes his head. I don't waste my time worrying on inconsequential issues like that. Your actions say otherwise, though, I say softly with a roll of my eyes. Neil definitely cares about what other people think of him. Just look at how much he cares what a blazer should look like. Neil turns around to face me. No one has the time to be worrying about what the world thinks of them. They only really care about what a select few people have to say, Neil says Neil in a low and serious voice. I'm a bit taken aback by his response, and it sounds mature and well thought out. And I hadn't expected that coming out of the mouth of Neil of all people. It actually makes me curious if he had someone in mind when he said that. So I look at him with curious eyes. I wonder who those people are. Does Neil even have anyone he cares about? Does that mean you have a select few people whose opinion of you matters? Neil's cheeks flush a little bit with pink, but he turns his back on me and continues inspecting himself in the mirror. He doesn't say anything. As Neil is still checking himself out in the mirror, he speaks up. You know, I'll be at a party next month. People will be wearing the most beautiful costumes from around the world. I'm sure even someone like you could learn something from seeing them. I bite on my lip and frown at him for changing the subject. What is he getting at here? And why are you telling me? I figured you'd be interested in a masquerade ball. What, with you playing dress-up all the time? Neil shrugs nonchalant as he finally steps away from the mirror. I make clothes. I don't play. I stress the words, feeling insulted. He hand waves what I said. Same thing. Then he leans down with his elbow onto my crafting table. Are you interested? Interested in what? I roll my eyes at him. You don't have to act coy. I know even someone like you would love to be invited to a ball, no matter how low status they have. My nostrils flare up in anger. Listen here, Neil. Under no circumstance am I interested. So I've got an invitation right here. Neil completely talks over me, and he takes something out of his back pocket. It's a cream-colored envelope. He shifts it between his fingers, looking smug and full of himself like always. Even you would be grateful to be invited to such a high-profile event. You could create your own costume and show off your work. Neil smiles at himself. You should be thanking me for even thinking about giving you an invitation. How dare he talk to me like that? I take the envelope out of his hand and slam it down on the counter. Who says I even want to attend? Don't just go ahead and make decisions for me. Neil looks taken aback, but then he shakes his head a little. His arrogant face is back to normal. There's a lot of people, celebrities even, who show off their various designer costumes. I think it would be wise to accept this invitation if you want to make a name for yourself as a tailor there. It's an opportunity for you to create some connections. He's got a point. If it's anything like he describes, people would be flaunting their costumes, and perhaps I can make a name for myself and snatch some celebrity as a client. But I don't really want to admit this to Neil. My pride won't allow it. My eyes are focused on the envelope, and I'm conflicted about it. I thought I was going to stop seeing Neil around any longer, but now he's waving this invitation around in my face that could definitely be good for my business. I really don't know what to do. And what do you want in return? I finally ask. There's got to be a catch. No way would Neil offer this to me for free. There's a sly smile on Neil's lips. I might give it to you if you beg, he says gleefully. I refuse, say nothing. Yeah, saying nothing. 'Cause what? What? I stare at him, my eyes glazing over as if I'm watching the most boring documentary on earth. Neil doesn't seem to like my reaction. He probably expected something else. Perhaps an excuse to start quibbling with me again. He huffs. Fine, I'm giving this to you for free. No strings attached. Why do I find that difficult to believe? I am suspicious of Neil's motives. Are you really going to turn down such a generous gift? If it means he might blackmail me into something again, then yes. Anything Neil offers me for free has to be treated as suspicious. Who knows what he's up to? I'm just questioning your motives. Neil bites down on his lip, clearly becoming more irritated the longer I keep refusing his invitation. I was simply going to show you what a master tailor's work looks like. My private tailor has already been working on my costume for months now. Oh, so you just wanted to show off in front of me. I don't want to parade around like a peacock. That definitely sounds like you want to parade around like a peacock to me. I cut him off. But I do want to give you the opportunity to see other people's work on costumes. I figured it would be right up your alley, and it opens up on your connections. Neil finishes, ignoring my commentary. I stare at him, long and hard. What he's saying sounds decent. In fact, it does sound like a great opportunity for me. The words themselves aren't bad. It's that Neil is saying them, and that is making me wary of any other ulterior motive. I'm trying to figure out why he would want me there, other than to rub it in my face that his costume is so much better than mine. Or perhaps he wants to humiliate me in front of hundreds of people because my costume isn't up to par. He probably thinks I can't do it. Yes, that's probably it. He wants to see me fail. Well, I guess I'll just have to prove him wrong. Fine, I say, grabbing the envelope again. I'll accept, and I'll make the best costume out of them all. Great, Neil smiles as he says this. I wasn't expecting him to look so cheerful all of a sudden. All the more reason to be on my toes and wonder what he's planning. Neil doesn't just smile like that. He's usually got a scheming face or an angry face, not a cheerful face. That's not part of his emotional vocabulary. Then I'll see you there, he says. Thank you for the blazer, and have a good night. Neil leaves, still wearing the blazer I made for him. Unable to contain my curiosity, I open up the envelope. Royal. This is Royal. Okay. Royal Masquerade Ball. You are invited to the annual Foresters Masquerade Ball. Wear a mask so no one can tell your true identity. Hide it well. From 8 o'clock till midnight on October 10th. This is so funny. Like, she's like, what are you planning? And he's like, do. She talked herself into going. I think it's kind of funny. There's an address to the venue on the back. Just you wait, Neil. I'll make the best costume yet and wow you. Yeah, that's really funny that she's convinced herself to go. 'Cause she was like, I don't know, I don't trust it. But then decided, ooh, someone wants the puppy sleeves, yay! These are like, I don't have all the sleeves in the world, but these are my favorite sleeves of all the ones I currently have, and maybe I should buy more sleeves, or maybe I should actually make an outfit for myself using said sleeves. That's not quite, I feel like, that's not it, right? I guess it is it, okay. I always click the first wrong pinks because it's the first pink I see, but it's this one. I usually get this pink right the second time. I'm like, click, oh wait, that's not right. And I just find the right pink right after that. But yes, I really like the bishop sleeves. They are so cute. I should make something with them. I should make something. Hi Bailiff, welcome back. You would get shorts, wouldn't you, Bailiff? Her name was Bailiff, right? I guess the MC's name was Bailiff because it's Bailiff either way. But my sister played as female Bailiff. Well, my sisters played as female Bailiff. The other sister started as male Bailiff. Oh, I clicked on something. Oh no, wait. Sorry. Nothing happened. Don't worry about it. I should make another outfit, shouldn't I? Just like another shirt. Oh, this skirt, I like the colors, but it's also a little bit hard to look at. So let's make this skirt really quickly. Gotta get this. Gotta get this. It's a blue skirt with gray stripes. Is that what we're looking at here? Oh yeah, there we go. That's it, right? Yep. Grace, darling, you're welcome. You're welcome, Grace. Yeah, let's try to make something. Maybe something that'll go with that skirt better. Let's see. If I, oops, wrong button. I know all the buttons. I need to go back to design. Freestyle. Let's make something with those nice sleeves because those are my favorite sleeves. Maybe I need another neckline. Okay, well we'll do the round one for now. Let's see. Morning memories with you. Ah, that song is so stuck in my head. I should have listened to it yesterday. The blazer's that color, so maybe not. But if I take off the blazer and have the skirt, maybe that'll work. Okay. But should I leave the sleeves white? Let me do the sleeves as that neutral gold, I think. Well, if that, gonna go with the yellow? I don't know. Ah, no. Oh, there we go. That's a little. That fixes the neckline. Having a collar fixes the neckline. Because I wasn't sure about the round one, but that I like a little bit better. But maybe I should make it a brighter yellow so that it goes with the skirt. Should I do that for the sleeves too? But what if it hurts my eyes? Yeah, that might be too much of it. Maybe. Okay, wait. Let's do white sleeves with the neutral gold collar. Let's try this. Yes. And then we will go put it on. Because you can't play a fashion game and not change your outfit as often as possible. Because why wouldn't you? Oh yeah, I kind of like that. Yeah, maybe I should have made it yellow. And then it would like all blend in together. But that's okay. I don't think I have the... I'm gonna do that white. But let me see if I have like... I think what's missing is that there needs to be one more blue piece. You know what I mean? Let me see. Where's the hair pieces? Can I make this blue? Let me make her shoes back black. But I think what's missing... Let's do that. And then I'll make her shoes back black. And there we go. There's her outfit. Changing her outfit as often as possible because I can. Okay, let's see. Where are we? I think the next chapter should have a CG in it. 'Cause I think it's every 4th chapter. No, wait. This is 11. I can read numbers, guys. So not the next one, but the one after that. And we'll see. I'll be on for, I'll just do those last 2 chapters. And then, oh wait, I said I was gonna get a new floor. Real fast, let's go check out the floors. Let's go check out the floors. Maybe. I do kind of like that. Let's see if there's another dark brown. No. Something simple. Oh. Let's try this one. Yes. Ha 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 ha. See, this is why it's like nice to have money. We all need to just see. This is why I play games, and we just get the money. We get the money because that makes the world go round. No, that makes you be able to go to the store and be like, I want this. I'll buy the thigh-high boots as well because who doesn't want a pair of thigh-high boots? Like, come on, thigh-high boots for the win. I like boots. Let's buy these boots too. I'm gonna spend all my money on clothes because it's clothes. It's clothes. Okay. I'm probably gonna need a mask at some point. I realize. I wonder if I'll get a specific item that I'll have to put on from one of these to do the Halloween thing. Right, floor. Okay. This will be real quick. Okay, so that's the floor we're currently using. See, doesn't the darker brown look nice? So now it just comes to how we want the breakdown. I do kind of like the straight lines here. So this is what we'll do. Bada bing, bada boom. See, that looks nice. That looks nice. I like that. Oh, I haven't saved in a while. Let's save. We don't want something to randomly happen and then everything crashes down and is gone. Maybe I should get another style for her hair. Because, like, I like the long blue hair. I like this better than I like the side ponytail, but I feel like I feel like there's something missing from it. Bum. Okay. Mediana fashion. Today, Sarah and I are going shopping together. I asked her if she wants to join me, as I plan on buying a new cell phone. It wasn't because of Neil's comment about my phone still having buttons and looking like a fossil, was it? Well, maybe a little. Yeah, I thought so. Regardless, I decided it was kind of time to upgrade to a smartphone, especially since Sarah keeps asking me to download this app so we can chat together. I figured she'd be the best person to take with me on a phone shopping trip. Okay, well now you have another reason. Another reason your friend wants you to get an app. That's fair. I should make more dresses. We enter the electronics store, and I look around at all the phones that are on display. Their price tags are pretty brutal. Which one do you have? I ask Sarah. Sarah walks towards one that looks sleek and black. This one, the Imperium 6, big but still compact enough to fit in my pocket. I don't know what I should pick. The price tag on Sarah's phone is $699, and I would prefer not to spend so much on a simple phone. Sarah gets distracted by the camera lens in the next aisle, and she gleefully hops over to check them out. Me getting distracted and be like, oh my gosh, look at this stuff over here. Look at these lenses. I should really upgrade mine. I'd like a lower aperture for indoor photography. I pretend to know what Sarah means and nod my head, all the while looking at a much cheaper cell phone. The cell phone I'm holding is white, with a $249 price tag. And I really do not know what the difference is with the one Sarah has. Perhaps you simply pay more for a brand name. That could be it. I wish I could go too, Sarah says all of a sudden. Huh? Go where? I ask, looking up and seeing her head pop out over the shelf. Sarah walks back to where I am. That masquerade party, of course. Right. After I got that invitation from Neil, obviously I told Sarah about it, and she's been green with envy ever since. Want my invitation instead? Can I? She says, super serious. The pictures that I could take, I'd love to photograph some of the costumes in the ballroom. I'm almost tempted to let Sarah go in my place. She seems way more eager about the idea than I am. Sorry, I'm only going in there in hopes of finding some clients, I say dejectedly. Neil is rich, after all, and I'm sure he only mingles with rich people. I don't like to admit it, but he is right when he said it's a big opportunity for me. It could bump up my revenue. I know, Sarah says with a sigh. I can still dream. Have you decided what to wear yet? I can't even decide on a cell phone, let alone my costume for a masquerade ball. No, but I guess I should be diligent and make something that wows people. I'd love to wow Neil, make him stand there looking speechless at my craftsmanship. I'm sure you'll make something beautiful. I have no doubt about that. I give Sarah a smile. She always seems to have my back. Now, can we get back to why I came here in the first place? I still don't know which one to pick. Sarah laughs and continues looking for a cell phone with me. She eventually convinces me to buy the white one I had in my hands before. It has a 5.5-inch screen, 5.5-inch screen, and a front-facing camera, and does everything a smartphone should do. It's my first smartphone, so Sarah helps me set up everything, downloading the app she thinks I would need, and explaining how to use the touch commands. After a while, I think I understand everything well enough, and Sarah and I part ways. Ooh, we're seeing her home, like her room. We've only seen downstairs in the shop before. When I'm home, I fiddle around with my new phone. Oh, I see. I did choose that one, didn't I? I'm going to take a quick look at the other ones in a second. I'm entering my old contact information, copying the numbers and names from my previous phone. I even enter in Neil's number, still listing him as His Majesty. To test it out, I sent him a brief text on the chat messaging app that Sarah downloaded for me. I'm unsure if Nil has it as well, but she assured me that most people own the same app. Got a smartphone, now you can't complain, it's a fossil anymore. I smirk at myself. Nils is the only one with a fancy phone anymore. It's not the most expensive model that he probably has, but it's something. About 5 minutes later, it vibrates and I check. I can only assume this is Zora, who doesn't feel the need to introduce herself in her first message to me. Yes, it's me. You're so smart for figuring that out. Want a pat on the back, on your back? Yeah, I can read. A simple compliment will suffice. There's good boy, or you guessed right, good job, Neil. You know, I actually did that before. In middle school, I got one of my friend's numbers and just started messaging him. But he did guess that it was me after about he didn't confirm it until later. But yeah, it was funny. You guessed right. Good job, Neil. That doesn't sound so sincere. Well, you have to earn compliments. He doesn't reply anymore after that, and I'm a little bit disappointed. It's a lot more fun to rib someone when they reply back to you. I guess I should start working on my costume for the masquerade ball. My dress is well on its way. The patterns have already been cut out. I just need to stitch it all together. I can't wait until Nil sees it. Speaking of Nil, he just entered my boutique. I stand up straight, surprised to see him here. Nil? I question him. I was just... Nil looks around the place, dropping by to see your progress. You mean my costume? Yes, why else would I be here? You came to check out your competition? Nil sticks his nose up in the air. You cannot compete with my vastly superior tailor. He's a huge name among very famous people. I sigh out loud. Did you come here just to brag? You could have simply done it through text. I point at my cell phone lying on the counter. Nil's eyes perk up a little as he sees the device. He walks over to inspect it. Is that your new phone? He picks it up from the table without my permission. Model A5 Pixiana. That's an outdated model. My eyes glaze over as he rattles on regarding some technical info that I don't really care about. Why didn't you get the latest version? He asks. Because my pockets aren't lined with gold. Besides, I can call and text people. That's all I need. Ah, right. Almost forgot. You're quite poor. My cheeks sting with a blush. Why is he always this hostile? I'm not poor. You couldn't pay to replace my watch, though, he points out. Normal people don't just have 6,000 euros, that's the euro symbol, I'm pretty sure, to drop at a moment's notice. I walk around the counter to stand in front of him. I don't have time to listen to you calling me poor. If you're done mocking me, how about you leave? Neil rolls his eyes at me. I didn't come here to point out our differences in wealth. I came to see your costume. Well, I'm not letting you, I answer childishly. Besides, it's not finished yet. Why don't you send progress pictures with SnapPic? He asks. Oh, SnapPic. I heard Sarah talking about that. She wanted me to use it so we could send pictures to each other. I don't quite understand the concept, though. I don't have SnapPic, I admit. Oh, it's a free app, though. Anyone can get it. I just don't really know how to install it. I can't figure it out, I say with a frustrated sigh. I take the phone out of Nil's hands and turn around, unlocking my phone and looking at the screen. A friend of mine wanted me to get it as well, but this is all very new to me. It's very confusing. Smartphones are a mystery to me, and I'm still learning the ropes. It's frustrating to be behind on technology like this. You know, it's also frustrating to pick up someone else's phone and it's like it works differently than yours. Like, yeah, it's like a... Because my sister's phone, I'm always like, how do you go back? It's This should be pretty simple, but phones are kind of tricky sometimes. Here, let me. Suddenly Neil appears behind me, his head hovering over my shoulder. Instinctively, I freeze up at our proximity to each other. That's way too close. His slender fingers reach out for the phone in my hands. He flicks his index finger across the screen, browsing through it. You've got to find it in the app shop first. His breath is but a hair away from my ear. So the first option is, do you always breathe down people's necks? And then the other kind option we're going with says, Neil, you're a little too close. Neil, you're a little too close, I mutter awkwardly. Realizing how close he is to me, Neil backs away with a cough, averting his eyes. Apologies, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable, he admits. I'm as surprised at his meek demeanor. He's usually quick to bite back at me. I was just trying to show you how to find the app you're talking about. You seem to be having trouble with it. Well, it's my first smartphone, I say, feeling a little embarrassed at my ineptness. Neil flashes me a rare smile as he chuckles lightly. Can't believe you're an adult without ever having used a smartphone before. I narrow my eyes at him. I didn't have a rich family, I point out. Here, just let me do it for you then. I bite down on my lip, staring at him for a couple seconds, but I hand over my phone. Neil's fingers start tapping on the screen, something he seems quite familiar with. Within a minute, he's done with whatever he's doing and looks back up at me. There, you've got Snappic installed. We'll import your contacts from your phone, and you'll have to create a profile. Oh, well, that was fast. Thanks, I say, feeling a little hesitant. Neil's about to hand over my phone, but then his eyes flicker across the screen one last time. He cocks his head to the side. Who's His Majesty? My eyes bulge out. He's reading my contacts? No, don't read that, I yell out and frantically reach for my phone. As I try to take my phone back, I end up bumping it out of Neil's hand and it falls to the floor. Darn it! I quickly bend down to grab it off the floor, not realizing Neil had the same idea. Our foreheads painfully bump into each other. Ah! I yelp and quickly rush to stand up straight. Except I somehow manage to knock into Neil's face again, right against his chin, a sharp pain striking me through my entire head. I bow away in agony, whimpering and holding my head. It's like I hit it against a boulder. What's Neil's jaw made of? When I pry open one of my eyes, I see Neil standing in front of me, completely stupefied. Your nose, I shriek. He's bleeding. Neil's hand reaches out. One second. There you go. Neil's hand reaches out to his lips where the blood is slowly inching across, then widens his eyes when he realizes he's bleeding from his nose. My nose! Neil starts to panic. What do I do? I've never had a nosebleed before. Lucky you. Helplessly, he stands there as his face starts to resemble a murder scene. Pinch it with your fingers, I say quickly, and keep your face down so it doesn't bleed into your throat. Neil quickly pinches the bridge of his nose and looks down towards the ground. Give me a second. I'll grab some tissues for you. I quickly disappear from the boutique and head to my workroom to find some paper tissues for Neil. When I get back, Neil is standing there, pinching his nose, not having moved an inch. It's kind of funny. Here, I say as I offer the tissue. Clean your face, but don't stop pinching your nose. Neil takes the tissue from me and quickly wipes away the blood from his lips. He's still wearing that shocked expression on his face, as if he truly doesn't know what to do. He looks frightened. I take the bloody tissue from him and throw it into the trash. How long do I have to pinch it? He asks impatiently. About 10 to 15 minutes, so don't be in a hurry to let go. Do let go yet. Neil grows quiet, continuing to hold his nose while looking down at the floor. A few minutes pass by as we stand in silence. I didn't know that, actually. I've had nosebleeds a lot. I didn't know you could pinch your nose for like 10 to 15 minutes. I usually get like wet rags and wind, like, yeah. I'll explain later, but like, maybe. But yeah, I didn't know you could pinch your nose for 10 to 15 minutes. Maybe I'll try that next time. I can't help but chuckle a little at the situation. Seeing Neil so helpless and frantic in front of me is golden. What are you laughing at? He asks. He sounds so nasally. Sorry, it's just a little funny. Is this really the first time you've had a nosebleed? And what of it? Is this something common with you? Do you often excrete blood through your nostrils? I don't know, not often, but everyone I know has gotten at least one when they were kids. Yeah, I used to have them when I was kids. I would have them in the middle of the night though. Like I would wake up in the middle of the night with a nosebleed. Not great. I recall the times I've had a nosebleed before in my life. It's kind of amazing Nils managed to live through life without getting a single one. Figures the first time I get one is because of you, he mumbles. What's that supposed to mean? Well, this is your fault, you know. I huff. It was an accident. It's not like I wanted to knock into you on purpose. You sure about that? You love breaking my things after all. As much as I'd love to hit you, this time it wasn't intentional. Those were all accidents. I promise I'm not doing this on purpose. Which is which one I'll say, but I think the fierce option's funny. The fierce options are usually the funnier ones, kind of. Yeah, those are all accidents. I promise I'm not doing it on purpose. Honestly, as much as Neil deserves a slap or two from the things he said to me, I'm not going to actually hit him on purpose. Neil tries to huff at me, but because he's pinching his nose, it makes him yelp and panic instead. Neil quickly composes himself. You can't deny that being in your presence increases the probability of my belongings or body getting harmed. I'm sorry. What would you like me to do about it, huh? I ask, a little annoyed. How about you stay away from my face from now on? I ignore his warning and take a step towards Neil. Nonsense. Let me see how your nose is doing. But back off, he says in a shrill voice, taking a step backwards. Neil looks really distraught, so I can't help but grin and corner him against my counter. Not another step, he warns me. Just let me take a look. It's been long enough by now. Don't be a big baby. No, what if my brain falls out? I didn't know that was a concern. Oh, he's so sheltered. I laugh. Are you sure you've got any brains left in the first place? Oh, that was so mean. Neil glares at me. Har har, it might be funny to you, but I'm the one bleeding. I promise it'll be okay. My hands reach out towards his nose. Neil surprisingly slumps his shoulders in defeat and lets me remove the hand on his nose. His arms fall to the side and I let go of his clammy hand. I study his face, seeing only a smidge of blood near the nostril still, but it's not bleeding anymore. How's it look? He asks nervously. Surprised by Neil's vulnerable look, I can't help but stare at him. His guard is usually up, and he's constantly arguing with me. But here, he looks fragile. I'm a little scared. You know, I start in a soft voice. My hand stretches out towards his face. Using my thumb, I press it against its upper lip and wipe away the blood stain. For someone who works at the hospital, you know surprisingly little about medical emergencies. Neil turns his head to the side, then pushes my hand away from his face. I'm not a licensed medical practitioner. There's no reason for me to know what to do with a nosebleed, he argues weakly. Well, Neil, it seems the bleeding has stopped. You can breathe a sigh of relief now that your brain hasn't fallen out. I chuckle at him. Neil's cheek turned the slightest shade of pink. Oh, how cute. He's getting embarrassed. That's what he gets for calling me poor. Don't patronize me, he barks. He sinks away from me on the counter and skips towards the exit. I'm leaving. I can't help but snort and wave at him. See you at the party. Be sure to take tissues with you. Goodbye. Neil opens the door and dashes out of my boutique. I'm a little gleeful that I got to tease Neil like that. It feels good to bring him down a notch from his pompous attitude. I can't wait to rub it in his face when he sees my glorious masquerade dress. I knew it! A client request. You have an important client waiting for you. Complete it to unlock the next chapter. Alright, client. What do you need? What do you need me to go buy? I can't wait to spend my money. Oh, it's myself. Oh, that is so pretty. I like that. Oh my gosh, wait. Okay, so we need, what's this? Like to the floor. I have that ribbon, but I don't have the star pattern. And I don't have that. Or that. Oh my gosh, this is exciting. Okay, wait. Okay. Okay, so I should have black fabric. Black isn't the problem. We need stars. We need whatever this pattern is. And we need the length and shape. Okay. We can do this. We got this. Let's go to the store. This is gonna look so nice. This is gonna look so good. Okay. What do we got? Skirts. I think it's to the floor. Yeah, it's to the floor skirt. To the floor. Floor length. Buy. What's this? Circular. Oh, it's a certain shape. Right, those are shapes. Okay. Well, I don't know if we need any of those shapes. But then I need tops. We need this shape, this pointed sweetheart shape. And then okay, patterns. We need patterns. Which is this the one? That might be the one. And that would be enough. I don't know. Definitely not none of those ones. Oh, look, I've got constellations. Oh my gosh, this is exciting. This is so exciting. I like clothes. I like patterns. I like choosing things. Okay, so this is sparkles. Ooh, sparkles. Okay, so we're gonna go on that, and then I don't know exactly which one is the one I'm looking for. I can't quite remember. Is it lace? I'll buy both of these. I think I can afford both of them. I don't know for sure if that's what it looked like, to be completely honest. I already forgot. I don't think any of these stars were the right side. I think it was the sparkles. Okay. Oh, and then there's these bundles. Oh, that's a lot of money. Wow, okay. Anyways, colors, patterns, sleeves. I don't need any of these for that dress, but I'm going to go ahead and buy some more sleeves because I like it. I like spending my money. I like being able to buy all this stuff. It's so nice. It's so neat. Alright, she might need a new hairstyle though. Let's look at the long hairstyles because she's got long hair. She's got to figure out something else to do with her hair. Let's buy this one. But we'll also, was it a medium? Yeah, we'll also go ahead and we'll buy this one. And we'll buy, I don't know, I really like the little bun. I'm not sure it looks good on me though. I don't have money for it. I spent all my money, that's okay. I just gotta, I'm running looking. Oh, do I need to buy this? I mean, I guess it's a choice. Like, it's a masquerade ball. You kind of need to have a mask. Okay, and then I don't know what shoes she plans on wearing with it. Anyways, she plans on being a little Cinderella. Okay, so let's make some outfits. Make some clothes. I'm gonna do that one last because I'll get the most for it if I do that. But look at that. That is, I think I have that pattern. I think I got it. I think it is the lace pattern. But let's see what Bestie Raven wants. She just wants, it said Bestie, right? What does it look like? I think it's this one. I think that's the one that I hope I can do those right. Okay, so anyways, she just wants a normal little shorts. Yeah, see, I got that color right first try because I'm getting better at recognizing colors. Betsy, I called her Bestie. It's Betsy Raven. This is Genesis. Oh, I didn't read Genesis' message. But anyways, oh, you like the knife pleated? Yeah, I like the knife pleated too. Oh, wrong pink. I always do this. It's this one. Yeah. See, I'm so good with pinks. I just got to No, that's a neutral gold, isn't it? Okay. I'll open something again. I keep clicking too close to the bottom of the screen. Okay, there we have it for that one. I don't even need to check. Can I know that's right? Genevieve, it's okay. No, yeah, that's the name of the song. There's a song that I like. It's called Pluto. No, A Boy Named Pluto by, I think her name is Haley Knox. So when I saw the name Genevieve, I thought of it because the chorus goes, Genevieve, it's okay if you don't love me. Either way, you're still all I see. Oh, that's cute. So that's cute. Okay, let's make my dress. Let's make my beauty dress. Okay, neckline, this one. Pointed sweetheart. Black. And then we're going to add, how do I do that? Oh, man. Well, I can't make my dress yet. Yes, okay, I can't make my dress yet, so instead we'll make her easy tank top. We'll do her tank top real fast. What's that? Is that the neutral gold? Yeah, we'll do her tank top real fast, and then I'm gonna go and try to figure out something in the store because I didn't get I'm missing something. So how do we, it's probably a design, huh? Wait. How do we, oh, this? Is this what it is? Big ruffles, scallops. Ooh, who doesn't like a good ruffle? What's this? Zipper. Ooh, a zipper. I like that. When you have money, you can't help it sometimes. You can't help it. I'm gonna be broke again. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, I don't have any more money to spend here, but I bought more stuff because I should be buying more stuff. Like, come on, who doesn't want to buy more stuff? Oh, that's a high neck. Jewel thing. Cause I need to buy more stuff, you know? She wore a itty bitty yellow polka dot bikini that she wore for the first time today. Okay. Let's hope that I actually have it this time. And we'll test it out when I do this one first to make sure because, well, okay, she wants strapless. But if I go to hemline and I do this, and then I do this, yes, I figured it out, guys. I figured it out. Okay, but she actually doesn't want a pattern. You don't want a hemline. Okay. Oh, wait, let me take off the hemline. Hemline, remove. Okay. What do you want? No, you don't want this red. You want a brighter red. You want red 3. Is that right? Yeah, it's brighter here, so I think that's the one she wants. You're the one that I want. You are the one that. Woo, woo. I can't help it. Sometimes a simple word will remind me of a song, and now that song is in my head. So when I said what, I thought of Grease. You're the one that I want. You are the one that. Woo, 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 and it's the one that I want. Oh yeah, of course I get it wrong. I had a feeling I might have. Oh, whoops, waistband. So the waistband is white, and then the design is the transparent one. It is a transparent one. All right. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So this game is pretty fun. It's like I said, it's like reminds me of like some of the phone games I used to play. So that's cool. I was telling my best friend about this game, and she was like, "Oh, it's been so long since I played a game like that." And I was like, "Yeah, you should go get it off of Steam. Cause it's on Steam. It's free on Steam." Support them. Now it's this one. Yeah, it's transparent. Okay, that makes me believe that I'm saying it right when I call it transparent. That's right? Yep, okay, skirt. The skirt, we need to have a knee-length skirt. The design is A-line. I need more skirt designs. See, it's just like when you come here and you're like, there's not a lot of stuff to choose from, so of course this is what they're asking for. Is this the right? I think it is. I think that was the right pink for once. It's kind of weird clicking on the right pink, because usually I have to go find the other pink. Okay, there we go. This is done. Wait, was that 3? That was 3, right? I think that was 3. Okay, I'm going to assume that that was 3 and hope that I get my bonus points for this one. It's black. And then we have the hemline, midsection. And this will be, not that one, this one. And it's, oh shoot. Okay, I see how this works. So this is probably actually like brown, right? But the midsection itself, no, not that yellow. No, not orange. Wait. Oh, do I have the wrong colors? I have the wrong colors, don't I? See, it's counting it. I'm supposed to have a darker gold. Ah, oh, great. I've gone and done it again. Okay, here, Bianca, take your shorts. I've gone and done it again. Oh, that's right. I'm not even gonna do the chapter. Okay. I need to go find the thing. I'm really bent on doing things specific ways sometimes. Maybe that's the problem with me. But anyways, let's find this gold. Those are yellows. We need a gold. Here we go. Neutral golds. What? Neutral brown. Where's... Maybe I just need a yellow. Well, I'll buy, I guess. Or maybe it was a yellow. Actually, what color was I using right there? Let's buy these yellows just in case. We'll find the right color. You're not yellow. You're not yellow. Here we go. Yellow. 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 And while I'm here, let's get another skirt design. Because let's get another skirt design. Ooh, I kind of like the slit, but I kind of want to get the... Well, I can't afford either of those. So we'll get the circular. Because we can afford it, and now I'm broke again. Ooh, mermaid. What's the mermaid? Oh, this one. This is the mermaid skirt. Mermaid skirts are cool. Okay. Maybe I should try it out myself real quick before I do this. Okay, so we're looking for... I don't have the comparison, though, now. But if I have this, right? And so this is black. And then this... that wasn't the right color, but I can't read what... Oh, all these colors went together. Okay. I think it's this one. And then if I throw this on it and I make it, nope, brown. Oh, that doesn't look right. Something's missing. Something's off about that. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's more like it, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. Oh. I wonder if I get the dress. If I shouldn't make it right here. I'm not gonna make the dress right here because what if they give it to me? Then I'll have two of it. And we don't want to have two of it. We don't need two of it. Because I said sometimes you'll get money and sometimes you'll get an item. So if my client is myself, I'm probably going to get the item. Let's make this Sita. I don't know how to actually say their ship name. It's so easy in my head to say it. When I try to say it out loud, I'm like, I don't know. But Citron Eateru. Let's get this little jacket of their caliber. Because yeah, I really want to do the thing right. You know, sometimes you're like, I have to do it a certain way and it'll be right. If the sleeves are wrong, the sleeves are wrong. The color of the pattern is wrong. Okay. Is it now? Oh, that's like a mint color. Wow, I couldn't tell. It's like this more actually. See? That's why you check the checklist, because sometimes you're so certain and oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's Anna. Do you say Anna when it's two N's or Anna? Like, does it matter? Is it just case by case? I have no idea, but this sure is something. This sure is something I was not expecting to see. It took me aback a little bit, but so I'm gonna get this knocked out of the park because this is kind of hard to look at. I'm not gonna front. Oh no, the sleeves are red. This should be orange. Okay, got you. The sleeves are red. Yeah, it's this red too. Goodness, girly pop. Why? Yeah, the length of the skirt is fine. We need the pleated. What does the circular look like? I gotta remake Zora's outfit. I should have gotten the circular in the first place. I was debated between those, but then... Okay, anyways. Purpley Pop, you can't even see those dots. What color are those? Like one of the hot pinks? Definitely not the same pink. So it's gotta be one of the like... Yeah, there we go. Well, you know... I wonder what the occasion for that is. Because that was... I like things like this. This is simple, probably a little too simple, but sometimes simple is what you need. Or like it's just appealing. Okay, here we go. And then the dress for myself that I can hopefully get right this time. I'm watching it. It's supposed to have a different brown. I'm just gonna have to live with it. I'm just gonna have to live with it if I got this wrong again, I think. Because I've done this for the nth time. Yeah, that's right. And then we need... it's funny to see how different the colors look when you start putting stuff on it. Right, I think I skipped over brown. Yeah, this is supposed to be a dark brown. Am I gonna live with it? Am I gonna live with it? No, I'm forever gonna be mad at myself. I'll forever be mad at myself. I won't do the whole thing again, I guess. I guess I'll have to give up on my I don't even know which brown it is. That's one of those two dark browns. Oh, that's a pretty purple. You're right. I should be buying more purples. More purples. I should have more purples because Nebby's color is purple. We'll get this purple. And we'll get this purple. And we'll get this purple. And I'm spending all my money on purples now. Okay. Well, we'll bought a bunch of purple for no reason. That's okay. I'm gonna get this right. I'm gonna get this right, and that'll be our accomplishment of the day. Our accomplishment. Well, that's not too bad. I still like the shoulders of these kind of sleeves. Blazer. Yeah. That's the right color. Yeah. I know my colors. See? I know colors. Tori Lowe. Tori Kelly? No. Okay. Finished. That one is simple. Gotta do the simple ones so they go faster, and that makes up for the fact that I keep doing this process, this frustrating little process here. That's a paler color. Is that the pale yellow or the neutral gold? Oh, it's this pale yellow. Okay, girly pop. It was Bex. Her name was Bex. Okay, this time I'm going to get it right. I'm going to get it right, and no one can tell me I got it wrong because I'm going to get it right. I can get it right because today I have multiple chances. I haven't seen the new Phineas and Ferb yet. Wait, that makes my yellow look a little bright. Is it this one? Yeah, it's that one. See, just buy everything. If you can't tell, even if you didn't know you couldn't tell, just buy everything. What am I doing now? Okay, I've done the top. I need to do the skirt. So it needs to be a floor length skirt. Oh, I didn't even notice. Well, it's a good thing I went ahead and got that. Oh no, that's not the right yellow. I need to get my, I'm pretty sure it needs to be the same one as that one. Yeah, okay, and then we need the design to be black. And we're gonna go sparkles on it. Sparkles on it, the white sparkles on it. Yeah, that looks right? Yeah, that's everything. I'm just curious. I know it doesn't need a collar, but like, look at that. What if I had done something like this and it was like that? It's not necessary, but I kind of like it. But I shall remove it because now it's wrong. I was curious. I was like, I wonder if you add something to it if it's wrong. It is. But it's too bad because it was cute. It's a little cute. It's cute. Yeah, alright. Look at that. I finally did it. I finally did it right. I've earned a good amount of money. Yes. Yes. Plethora of money. And a masquerade dress. Okay, cool. Now let's put this masquerade dress on and let's see how she looks in it and what I need to do with her to make this outfit work for her. All right, we gotta, she's gonna be, She just over layers her clothes. It's okay. It's a dress-up game. Wait. Oh, it's not in here? Oh, that's too bad. I thought it'd be in here. Oh, wait. Maybe it's... Yeah, exactly. Under the outfits. Oh, no. Now she's wearing that under it. Wait. Take that off. Okay. That's not what it looked like. Now I feel bad that I didn't make it. I mean, it's all... No, that's not what it looked like. Now I'm a little disappointed. I brought the mask, right? Put the mask on. Oh. Where's our yellow colors? Wow. Okay, sure. Oh. I kind of like both of these. Okay, we'll do this one for now. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. I was excited. What? Did I not put that on her? I can't wear it? I didn't read what it said. I don't read. Oh, I clicked return instead of finish. That's what I did. My apologies. I don't read. I should read more. Maybe then I wouldn't struggle with reading all the time. Let's see. Just to make sure everything's off and not layering. You're wearing heels. Okay, well. Yeah, right, sure. Sure. Okay, finished. Save, yes. I didn't actually read that last time. But I am a little disappointed that the one that I just made doesn't actually exist. So now I have to make it for myself. And I know, I'm kind of like trailing off. But I'll probably just wrap. I said I would do the 12th one. I said I would do the 12th one. I am really debating on whether or not I should do one more. But it's kind of late in the day now. It's not late, but it's like... I don't remember which one it was. Great. Okay. That's okay. That just means it's more to my liking if I just choose one myself. Alright, the skirt's black. Skirt's black, and it's got these pretty little sparkles on it. Pretty. And then we're gonna add, no, not the detail, no, not that, the hemline. And it's gonna be the same gold as that one. They tricked me. Okay, and then, should I add this? Should I add this, or should I make it separately so that it can be its own little thing? But I don't know if I can do that. I really like this, and I would like it. Isn't it cute though to have it on here? Let's do the sparkles in white like they're supposed to be. Oh, I think it's just nice. Yeah, I think I like it better with this. So I made her a new dress, and this one is, yeah, I did all that. I should get to have the dress, and then I added to it because this is a collar. If it wasn't a collar, then I could probably do it as like a jacket. Should I? Yeah, I'll just do it like this. I'll do it like this. Yeah, save. Do I have to wear the masquerade ball dress? Oh, it looks a little better just adding this piece to it. We'll just wear both of them. So they can't say anything to me. Why are you wearing two dresses? Who told you I was wearing two dresses? Okay. I wasn't gonna go all the way. Yeah, okay, I'll do chapter 12. I'll do chapter 12 real quick, and then I'll get off. Because if you stuck around, you deserve to see a little something extra. You know, I am now wearing this dress instead of the one I spent that time making. You'll need to wear the masquerade dress to continue the next chapter. I am wearing it. I'm wearing it right now. It's the day of the ball. I've been working long and hard. Oh, I was going to change her hair again. Oh, too late. Wait, what's her hair look like? Ah, shoot. I can't leave the chapter. I didn't fix her hair. I forgot to. I've been working long and hard on my own dress. It's golden Its golden accents stitched on black fabric was done with love and care. The dress looks and feels expensive. I'm quite proud. I've outdone myself. Even the mask is looking fabulous with its black feathers and zirconium studs. Neil will eat his words when he sees me. I just want to see that look on his face. We've been texting back and forth sometimes while I was making the costume. He would brag about his costume being the best, and I would brag about my own progress, keeping him posted with a few texts here and there. Most of them were thinly veiled excuses to take a jab at each other. I didn't realize texting Neil like this wasn't going to be the pain I imagined it to be. Honestly, it was sort of fun sometimes. He hasn't been a pain in the butt recently. That's not to say he hasn't used his impressive vocabulary to chew me out, because he certainly has. Except this time, I fire off my own words right back at him. Neil mentioned something about having a bet with someone, but wouldn't indulge in more information about it when I pressed. Perhaps he made a bet to see if I'd be wearing a trash bag to the ball or something stupid like that. No, Neil will be wowed so badly, I'll knock him right off his feet. If I'm not knocking into him on purpose, that is. Either way, I'm all dressed up, makeup on, and ready to go. A taxi takes me to the large hotel hosting the event. There's even a red carpet rolled out in front. The way nope. I can read. Hold up. I need some water. And then I can read this sentence. Nope. There's even a red carpet rolled out in the front. They went all out. Oh my gosh, I can read. I suddenly feel like royalty when I exit the car, and my heartbeat speeds up a little bit. This is definitely getting exciting. At the door, I show my invitation to the lackey, and he welcomes me inside, pushing the large white doors open for me. But like, couldn't you have brought your friend and pretended that you guys shared an invitation? Like, oh yeah, we got this one invitation together. Can you ask Neil if you could have brought a +1? I follow the red carpet up the stairs, lifting my dress so that my heels don't tear the fabric. For a small while, I feel a little bit like Cinderella, and I enter the ballroom with a slight smile on my lips. The sound of classical music hits my ears immediately. My mouth just about drops open at the sight before me. The room is gorgeous, but not only that, the people are as well. The room is filled with people buzzing around. Lots of gold, purple, and blue sequined outfits are amongst the crowd, and of course, the most important thing, the extravagant masks. People with the most exquisite masks walk by me, and I'm suddenly really glad for the fact that I placed so much time and effort into making my own, because some of these make mine pale in comparison. If there are any celebrities among them, I wouldn't know, considering everyone is hiding their own identity. Not wanting to stand there gawking at people, I quickly make my way over to one of the buffet tables. It's a long table with a white tablecloth loaded with dishes of expensive-looking food. I have stuff to do today. I'm surprised they didn't skimp out on the food, because I've seen what kind of buffet food a hotel serves. But I guess Neil deserves nothing but the best after all. A waiter quickly notices I'm not carrying a drink in my hand and hands me a glass of sparkling champagne. I thank him and start to take a little sip. Maybe the alcohol will give me a bit of courage, because I'm starting to feel a little out of my element here. Oh, do I need to mark this for alcohol use? I don't really know, but it's almost over. I should be mingling, introducing myself to people, and get my name out there. But now that I'm here, all alone, it feels rather daunting. Perhaps I'll stick to finding Neil first. My eyes peer through my mask to see if I can spot him anywhere. He shouldn't be that hard to spot. He's got purple hair after all. I sway from side to side to the music, my dress making swooping motions as it tries to follow my body. All of a sudden, someone from behind me tries to walk in front of me and ends up bumping into me. My champagne almost flies out of my hand onto the man's suit. I gasp loud when I catch it in time before it spills out. Then I look at the man who knocked into me. It's Neil. There's no hiding that purple hair after all, even though his eyes are covered by a dark shadow of the mask. He's wearing a black and white outfit. Reminds me of a Joker. Well, it looks well made. His bragging wasn't for no reason after all. To be honest, it looks rather good on him. I grin at him. Of course he'd do the first person I run into. You should have knocked into me a bit harder. At least then I'd get the pleasure of ruining another shirt of yours, I joke. I stand there, tall and proud, showing off my costume in its full glory. I wait for his reaction. Something I've been dying to see once I started working on my costume. Neil straightens himself and cocks his head to the side. Excuse me? He says. Not the reaction I was hoping for. Oh, come on. I know you knocked into me on purpose. You should admit that at least. No, I did not. You're a strange one. I'm not the one knocking into people on purpose. Right. Neil then continues to ignore me and resume looking through all the buffet food. I chew on my lip and frown. Is that all he's going to do? He's not going to tease me? Not even a single word? I'm a bit peeved that he hasn't started anything yet, aside from rudely bumping into me, so I guess I should be the one to start the battle of words. So, did your tailor make that costume for you? With the way you bragged about him before, I expect you to come wearing nothing but a diamond-encrusted cape. There, you had to respond to that. He looks up from his buffet. He clutches the edge of his blazer and puffs out his chest. My costume was made by the best, thank you very much. He then turns on his heel and walks away from the buffet. My mouth drops open. Did Neil just ditch me? Does Neil have a brother, is my question here. Oh no, he didn't. He disappears amongst the crowd, so I hurry after him, worming myself through the sea of people who are all trying to dance. I try to look at the costumes and feathers and tall hats, but the feathers and boas are blocking my sight, and soon I've lost Neil. Why did he leave? Maybe he just didn't realize it was me? That could be it. I look so different from normal that Neil had no idea it was me. Perhaps. I growl in frustration, trying to worm my way past another lady, who suddenly noticed I'm trying to get past her, and she faces me. Why, hello there, pretty lady, she says with a slur in her words. Oh God, someone's drunk at this time already? How much does she have to drink? Where are you going? If her breath is any indicator, she drank a lot. Are you alone? No, I'll accompany you. You seem lost and sad. I can't seem to really get a word in as the woman starts to ramble. Sad and lonely like my cousin. You should meet him. I'm actually trying to... Well then, let's go meet him. She swings an arm around my neck and pulls me close to her until I'm squished against her itchy costume. Against my will, I'm being dragged around by this random drunk woman, and all I really want to do is find Neil again. We pass by a couple of groups who are dancing until I'm suddenly thrown into the arms of a man. The glass of champagne in my hand spills all over the floor. Some of it splatters on the shoes of the strange man. I take a step back and cringe. What if this is some celebrity I just spilled my drink on? Oh no, I'm so sorry about that. I got put... Look, I brought you a single lady, says the woman with a large smile. Now stop moving around and have fun. She looks like a perfect candidate to be your fiancé, no? She blows him a kiss and swaggers away. I see you've met my cousin, he says as he stares off into the distance where the woman disappeared to. Oh, yeah, I guess so. Here, let me clean this off for you. Lift the empty glass down on a nearby table, and then take my handkerchief from my purse and bend down to clean his shoe. I feel mortified for spilling champagne on a stranger or someone famous. A white mask greets my vision. The man is down on my level, his hand on top of my hand. He's way too close for comfort. What are you doing? He asks. Cleaning? I state simply. A little flabbergasted he's this close to me and even holding my hand. It's making my heart beat a little fast. He gently takes the handkerchief from my hands and wipes away the champagne from his shoe. He then slips his hand into mine again and he lifts me up. Suddenly, I feel like I'm being treated as a princess, and that whole Cinderella feeling is back. I gulp and stare down at his gloved hand, which is still holding onto mine. This is a weird atmosphere. When he sees my eyes looking at our hands, he drops it. Well, what? It's been nice meeting you, but I need to go find my friend. I cut him off. I need to get back to Neil. I don't really want to embarrass myself any further in front of celebrities. It makes me feel completely out of place. However, didn't I decide to attend this ball so I could show off my dress to other people? In case I could get some clients out of it? Why would I be rushing out to find Neil all of a sudden? Then again, I do still want to find him and make sure he knows it's me this time. A friend, he inquires. I simply nod my head and then turn around to leave, but suddenly a hand grabs my arm, pulling me back. But wait, don't you need to replace your glass of champagne? Says the man. I frown. To me, it didn't really matter. Sure, I guess. And then can I go back to finding Neil? The man snaps his fingers to alert one of the waiters, who quickly comes down to offer a tray of glasses filled with champagne. The man picks one of the glasses and holds it out for me. For you, he says with a slight smile. The man's voice is familiar, but I'm not quite sure where to place it. Perhaps I've seen him on TV. Yes, maybe. Gosh, I might really be talking to a celebrity. Well, if he's at this party, he has to be rich as well. Perhaps I can turn him into a client instead. Thank you. I gently grab it and quickly take a small sip. I really do apologize for spilling some on you. He smiles warmly at me. That's alright. I'm going to be needing more alcohol if he'll continue to treat me like a princess like this. It's starting to feel a little weird. The fact that everyone's wearing costumes and looking like a glitter bomb went off in the place doesn't really help make matters feel less weird. Sarah would be so jealous of me right now. Yeah. I study the man in front of me. The man's costume is composed of a golden vest covered in a diamond pattern, and underneath a silky black blouse with matching black pants. There's a silver cape attached to his neck. It looks expensive and skillfully made. I admire whoever created it. You have a lovely costume, I compliment him, still looking for a way to turn him into a client of mine. He coughs, coyly turning his head away from me. Thank you, ma'am. Yours looks exquisite as well. Great. At least there's someone who likes my work. I give him a big smile. I feel like I can take on Neil now and anything he dishes out at me. So, who's this friend of yours that you're looking for? He asks. I tap my finger against the glass. Neil and I aren't really friends, but how else do I describe him? Frenemies? Well, I guess maybe we're not really friends, but I'm looking for him regardless. The man chuckles a little. Then, do you want to find this not friend together? What does he look like? Well, two people looking for someone is better than one, and at least he's being nice and everything, even though I was pushed into his arms and spilled champagne on him. If I did that with Neil, I'd have an earful. What's he look like? Well, he's got purple hair, and he's got a black and white costume. Have you seen him around before? He asks. Yes, but I've lost sight of him. He's probably looking for a mirror so he can admire himself. The man snorts and flashes me a smile. I know just the place. He then offers his arm to me, like a true gentleman. Swept away in this ballroom of extravagant costumes and chivalry, I link my arm with his. I guess there's no harm in getting a little bit of fun out of this event. He leads me away from the crowd, further down another room, where the music is less loud. There aren't many people around, and Neil isn't amongst them. I drink more of my champagne, and then place it down near another table. That's when I noticed the reason he led me to this place. There are a few giant, intricate mirrors on the wall. The frames are old and painted gold, but the most amazing thing is seeing myself in the mirror. I don't look like me. It's no wonder Neil didn't recognize me. I hardly recognize me. I feel like I'm going I'm looking through a mirror and staring at someone else, someone who's living a much more interesting life than I am, wearing a dress I'd never wear. But for now, I am that person. The cloak of anonymity is like a high that I'm starting to like. It's beautiful, I found myself saying. I stepped closer to the biggest mirror, my arm slipping away from the man. It's from the early 19th century, originating in France, the man explains. It is said that people believe this mirror would show your true self. He chuckles a little. Sometimes the truth is not what people want to see. To be honest, I feel like I'm not even looking at myself right now. Just like someone else is up there, I admit. I feel a bit sheepish though. Or is that too silly? The man is quiet for a bit. Nothing but a slight smile appearing on his lips. No, that's not a silly thought at all, he reassures me. I can imagine this is not your everyday wardrobe, but that's the allure of it, isn't it? He looks at me. To be someone you're not for a day, to talk to people you'd never talked to before. I'm still staring at the mirror and I see him standing next to me. We look like a fairy tale couple, a prince and a princess. Maybe this is how Cinderella felt, I say. For one day, she got to experience what it's like to be someone else. So, Cinderella, what does it feel like? He asks with a devilish smile. I turn to face him this time and grin. I don't know, the night's only beginning. Our moment is ruined by that woman before, when that woman from before comes loudly crashing into the room. There you are, she yells as she spots the black-haired man. I can see him visibly cringe when the woman approaches him. How are you getting along with my cousin? Nicely, I assume? She then pinches the man's cheeks. Been treating her well? Don't scare her off. She's got the best dress here among this drivel of swines, meaning she's your best chance at getting a fiancé. I blush a little at the compliment, and feeling a tiny bit weird due to the fiancé comment. He's been treating me well, I answer for him. Good job. Now, be sure to give her a ride home. I'm going to see if they've got any more of their most expensive champagne. Bye-bye now, darlings. The woman trails her boba around me, letting it slip around my neck before... I said boba. It's boa. Before she skedaddles away, but not before tripping on her own boa, and then carrying on like nothing happened. I can't help myself. I laugh out loud. The black-haired man behind me keeps quiet. Your cousin is quite charming. He shrugs a little. He shrugs a little bit. Don't mind her. She makes it a point to get drunk as fast as possible, so take anything she says with a grain of salt. But you'll give me a ride home, no? After all, she insisted on it. I toy with him. He smirks at me. Doesn't Cinderella have her own carriage? No, she doesn't, remember? It turns into a pumpkin. Then maybe you should hurry and go home before midnight. Don't want the spell wearing off. Oh. I can do a quick save. This one feels like it's a little long. And I'm out of water. I don't know how long it is. I'm out of water. Do you guys mind if I stop here? If I do a quick save, I can just pick up from here next time, right? Because it's already 12:30. I do have things. Yeah, I think I'll stop here. I think it's okay to stop here because I don't know how long this chapter is itself. I feel like a lot has happened and I don't know how I'm going to recap it in a message tomorrow. So let me lower the music a little bit. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna end here. I saved. There's a quick save button. I have saved. Oh, the music is actually quiet. Anyways, so what's, I'm gonna play it again tomorrow because I've decided that I'm just gonna play this game days in a row. On Monday though, I will be returning to, Our Life. So Monday, Our Life, beginnings and always, we will start step 2. Tomorrow I will continue this chapter and go through because it's been a while. And I'm out of water. But yeah, so yeah, today has been, this game is pretty fun. I like making the clothes, and I'm very curious about how the story changes per character that you port, because like you choose which storyline you're going to go through. You start the character story from the beginning each time, and I wonder how it all like plays into each other. But yeah, so this is interesting. I don't know. It's curiouser and curiouser. But I will end here because it's already 12:30, and I was trying not to go past 12:30 today, but it's yeah, and also I'm a little tired. But I'm having fun. Again, I will be back tomorrow. I'll try to do exactly at 9 or closer to 9 than I did today and yesterday, but life happens. But yeah, so this is where I stopped today. I thank you for stopping by and tuning in. Tailor Tales has been fun. I'm like, dang, I could probably play this game a few times. This game has replayability. Games like this have replayability. I guess that's the thing about it. I'll just have to decide if I want to play it again. But I'm gonna try to finish it before the end of the month. Oops, I closed everything by accident. My bad. I'm gonna try to finish this game before the end of the month because, in all actuality, I don't know if I'll be able to keep using my laptop after starting September 1st. But we'll see. So I'm trying to get as much done as possible. I don't remember how many chapters are in the story. I think it was like 27 maybe. But anyways, so I got a decent amount done today. We're on 12, so we did almost 8. So we did 7.5 chapters today, and then tomorrow we'll start with a half, and we'll see how many we get done. And then Monday we'll go back to Our Life, which I really hope my laptop doesn't die, because I would like to keep playing Our Life. Our Life is my experiment of trying to stay with a day of the week and playing a game and seeing how that works. But this game, I decided, I wasn't sure how long it was going to be, and I started it yesterday, and I was like, well, I might as well just keep playing it. But yeah, so again, I'll be back tomorrow about 9 a.m. and we'll see what happens next with this masquerade. I do already want to play this game again because I'm curious of like how the story shifts and changes based on like the things you say, because like it's not like you have like a whole lot of options, but you do get options, and I wonder how that differs in the games. I like games with options are stressful, but that's why you got to decide what you're going to do when you go into the game. Decide the character you're going to be and all that. But yeah, again, thanks for stopping by. Oh, I don't know how to get my bots, the stream elements bots to work, but for any other playthroughs that you could be curious about, if you've missed them, I do have a VODs playlist on YouTube. These ones will get there eventually. They should be there by next week, really, because I'm trying to catch up. But you know, life. Well, no, I just do like one a day. So if you want to catch up on my Our Life before Monday, that will be, everything should be there. Wait, I think I still have one more to upload, but it should be there. Let's see what I do. I uploaded memory days, so I'll upload a number days today. Tomorrow I'll upload star days, and then so yeah, on Sunday I'll be putting up the second one of beginnings and always, so you should be able to catch up with it before if you wanted to do that. But if you wanted to see my other VODs, yeah, you can check that out. This one will be up there eventually, so if this is stream 19, so it'll be there. Oh, these should both be up before next. All three of these, today, yesterday, and tomorrow, should all be up before next Thursday, based on the way that I'm doing this. But yeah, so this is where I end the game. Thanks again. I ramble a lot when it comes to the end, but I like to go over what all the plans are and stuff. I guess I could have changed the screen, but there, I've changed the screen. But yeah, even though I'm getting off now, thanks again for watching. I will continue next time, and maybe I will also try to make her outfit again, Zora's little outfit, because maybe I should